I have tweeted it. We are live.
Cool.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Let's see. Is YouTube loading? YouTube's currently loading in my view, so that's a good sign. It means it's working. Hello.
No echo this time.
An error occurred. What?
Oh.
No, there we go. We're live. We're live.
No echo this time.
Oh, someone disabled their echo. I think we're good. Hello, folks. How's everyone doing? Everyone in the chat say hello. We are going to go live in a second here. Myself, we got Joey. Joey,
Hey.
again, a second welcome aboard to Barstool. You got a different setup this time.
I do. Better connection.
Good. Clem,
Thank
thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here. Got to meet Joey for the first time.
What a way to do it.
I only know Joe as Quarantine Joe at this point. I don't know him as a real human.
Robbie, how you doing?
I don't know. I feel like I'm doing okay, but I feel like if an expert walked into my apartment right now, he would be like, dude, are you losing your mind? Because I've sat on my couch and watched 14 episodes of One Tree Hill in a row today. 14-hour-long episodes of One Tree Hill.
Didn't take you for One Tree Hill guy, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm a big One Tree Hill guy.
So Ken Jack can't make it. He's got something he's got to finish up, and we got Westworld tomorrow, all that. We have a guest. These three gentlemen are not aware of who the guest is. I'm about to bring him in.
Oh.
Welcome to the stream. Glenny Balls, everybody, joining us tonight.
Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
This is my first fucking Jeff D.
Get out of here!
Yes.
Oh wow, what a thrill! Wow, that
Hey,
just made my
I
night,
missed your face, bro.
bro. That made my night. It's good to see you, Balls.
Glenny, what's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Joey, nice to meet you via video chat. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Glenn, you released the most epic Star Wars pictures of all time. We'll talk about them throughout.
Those are great.
You got to discuss your favorite characters. So we got a lot of people in here, so I'll try to take a backseat at times. But we're just going to sit here. We're going to discuss the movie, throw some thoughts about this movie. It's a controversial Star Wars because some people think it's the worst, and some people find Episode 1 to be worse than this one. So we'll find out at the end what we truly think. Make sure you have Disney Plus up right now. We're going to click this thing right here, this start button, and sync your movie up when I say. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, I'm still pulling it up. Give me a minute.
After I say 1, you're going to hit play, though. Let's get Robbie.
Hey, Jeff D, this should be on my TV, not on my laptop, right?
It can be wherever you want, but yeah, probably.
Okay, great.
Probably your TV.
I have to. I just recently watched this, as we discussed on the episode 1 stream. Me and Trent went through the prequels together, so I have to scroll through and make sure I get this thing back to the beginning.
Oh, and of course, Glenny Balls, hit the retweet when you can on the link.
Bro, you think I wasn't going to retweet you, Jeff D? Come on.
I know.
Balls, this made my night. When did this come about? The balls being
I,
added.
don't know. I got the tag in a few hours ago.
I was going to ask
Unreal.
Balls to come on and do a different movie, but it's like Star Wars, and then Ken Jack dropped out. Like, we have an extra slot. I got to see what the Balls is up to, and he bought in right away.
I've also found. Go ahead, Balls.
No, you talk, Bob. You talk, bro.
I was gonna say in this quarantine climate where we're all doing live streams, I feel like I'm on the fucking Truman Show where we're live streaming, pretty much every second of your life. But the live streams with more people have been the most fun. They actually feel like more of this is kind of a gathering. I don't know. It's a sad time to exist right now. I'm trying to get any victory we can.
It's still fun though.
I love that Glenny was the secret mystery guest. It's almost like Hulk Hogan coming to the ring because I know him and Jeff D. Lowe have this little rivalry that goes on.
I love that. I literally texted Robbie yesterday, and I said, honestly, the only time I've smiled throughout this whole quarantine was watching Jeff D. Lowe tour his office. It was the best 2 minutes of my life.
That is what he said.
All right, we're going to go live. You guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. If you have Disney Plus ready to go, after I say 1, hit play. 3, 2, 1, play. And if you fuck up or your thing delays, you can just catch up with that timer right there. So here we go. Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'm fucking absolute masterpiece. Trill, I don't know. Trill always has a standing invite to join. He will eventually join one of these. He's a busy guy, though. He's a really busy guy.
Is the 20th century theme song the best part of Attack of the Clones?
It's up there. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff mentioned before that this is controversial. Some people consider it the worst Star Wars movie. I think at this point, if I'm grading the Star Wars movies by like movies I would really don't want to watch, I would put Solo below this. But I do think of the Skywalker saga. It is the worst. That being said, it's so much fun to watch because it's so jumpy and they go through 1,000 different scenes. 90% of them are pretty bad and laughably bad. And then the other 10% are kind of awesome.
I mean, I've soured on this movie over the years.
It's bad, Jeff. It's real
bad. Like I think I began to back away from the fan, like just the fandom, and like, all right, it's time to recognize the fact that so much of this movie is really stupid and just unwatchable. But however, and people say like, why are you watching the worst one? I enjoy talking about this one, I think, more than all of the other ones. Because there's so many stupid things in this movie, so many weird things, different creatures and aliens and diners, and I just can't wait to talk about it.
I got to say, the one thing I remember the most about this movie that I'm very, very excited for is the like arena scene, right?
Oh yeah,
where they're all in the arena. That's what I'm most looking forward to.
Big Coliseum.
In 10 years. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for that.
So the interesting thing about these prequels is that for like, I think a lot of it depends how you think about them as what you were when you watched them. Like I was an adult or a young adult. I hated the fuck out of them. You guys were kids, like especially Phantom Menace is a kids movie.
Yeah.
How old were you guys when this came? I mean, when did this even come out? Robbie, were you even born when this came? I mean,
I was 4.
You were 4.
I was 9.
I was 4.
6.
This was probably my first in theaters, and I had the Attack of the Clones backpack, the Attack of the Clones birthday party that year with the tablecloth, with the birthday cake, with the action figure case. I was all about it. Everything about this movie I loved. There was Jango Fett for Halloween that year. I'll tweet out the picture of me as Jango right now.
Well,
Joey, how old are you right now?
That's what I was going to ask Joey.
How old am I right now?
Yeah,
no, I'm 26, so I was 9 when this came out.
Okay.
So it's just like last week. It's like what Robbie said. I mean, I was sucked in, didn't matter what was going on. So I have the exact opposite feel of you, Clem, because I was just like, holy shit, you got Jango, like Robbie said, and it was just awesome to me.
Yep.
Opening here.
I'm really excited to get to one
villain
particular scene. We'll get to that, Glenn. Maybe it'll be like a surprise for you if you don't remember, because it is kind of, it's sort of mystery. I'm really excited to get to one of my favorite scenes where someone really oddly bites into a CGI piece of fruit.
Oh,
it's so bizarre.
Big cameo right here.
Yeah.
Wait, does the Roseburn cameo happen right here?
I think so.
She was the decoy, yeah.
Rose Byrne is in this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love Rose Byrne.
Right here.
Neighbors? Ooh.
Nope.
Neighbors and Neighbors, too. Both of those movies, very funny.
Is that her or somebody else? I think someone else is her. I think she's a different decoy.
Oh no, she's probably a different decoy later, because they're still trying to, Zam Wessel's trying to fucking kill her and whatnot.
No, that's not. She's the one who wishes her well when she cuts the lightsaber.
My dad's in here with me, guys, so he's not on with us, but he's watching along. So that's who I was talking to off screen there for a second.
Hide the booze. Dad's in the room.
The Senate. There's Kiara Mundi. I think that's our first look at Kit Fisto too.
Yeah, it is.
God, look at this squad. I like the Conehead.
Just instantly think of Will Ferrell every time. That sketch that they did.
Yo, Jeff D, what's the guy with the green with the not Jeff D, Robbie. Robbie will know the answer. You won't, Jeff D, because you're a dork. Who's the guy in the back with like the long horns?
The green guy?
In the back. Yeah, he's standing up.
Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto, okay.
See, wouldn't this movie have a lot better rewatch value if you knew that the Emperor was clapping cheeks back then when he was getting it in?
He wasn't. He was in the book. Remember, because he's
it would be better if they had gone along with it.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
Here comes this shady motherfucker, this blue guy, like his like assistant, Palpatine's assistant.
We're also about to get a great moment here where Jar Jar, obviously a super controversial character in Episode 1, the most controversial and polarizing in the entire Star Wars universe. So George pretty much took him out of this movie or minimized his character and put in a scene where he just stares directly at the camera coming up, where you could kind of tell he was like, yeah, I'm still here, motherfucker. Like, fuck all the fans. We don't care.
Here's one. Here's a comment. Tiding, it's over Balls' face. But animated Yoda or puppet Yoda. This is the first time we saw animated Yoda. And all things considered, looked good. Looked fine.
I like animated Yoda better than puppet Yoda in the prequels. I like puppet Yoda. You know, if they're ever going to do Yoda going forward, I would prefer puppet Yoda. I liked it in the sequels. I liked it in the originals. In the prequels, their methed out puppet Yoda was so freaky that I like this.
And we just did, and I'll do a.
Yeah, see if they have a comparison of all of them.
This is before the puppet. Yeah, I mean, you just can't do that.
That's bad.
Oh God.
He looks like a gremlin, a goblin.
Yeah, you just can't do that. Glennie, when you were
that like almost does a disservice to Frank Oz at that point.
Yeah. Glennie, when you were at Disney World with all those Star Wars characters, was that like a Star Wars celebration happening at Disney?
No, I think it was at MGM. I know you appreciate when people say MGM over Hollywood Studios. Didn't
I've been
MGM
there.
have like the whole Star Wars land?
It's by Star Tours. They would have like a few characters,
But it felt like, I know they had like Star Wars weekends. It just felt like it was an
maybe
extra.
it was. I don't really remember, but I mean, there was a lot of people there. Darth was there. That big pig guy was there. The Jizz Whalers were there.
Hell yeah.
Leia
that
and
big
fucking
guy.
Luke were there.
Jeff, pull up the Gamorrean guard from Mando season 2 that Jon Favreau tweeted.
Oh yeah,
because that's gonna be sick.
Are we going to a brawl right now? If I remember correctly.
No. Also, whoever has their text message noise on, if you could just turn that off.
I'm turning it off right now.
Whoa!
Wait. Do we all have Obi-Wan and Anakin in the elevator right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, yeah.
I haven't seen Jar Jar. It's not.
Look at the camera scene, Robbie.
Yes. Huh? Yeah, Joey. He's gonna look at a camera very soon. Also, here, Glenn, this character is gonna be in Mandalorian next year.
So that's one of the guys you took a picture with, Glenn. But this is like an evolved version of him. It looks like.
Who, Jar Jar?
No, this character, this Gamorrean. Look at the screen. Look at our screen. Look at our screen.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. That wasn't he in like Return of the Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, balls. I love Star Wars balls.
#1 Star Wars fan at Barstool, bro. People forget that.
I like that.
Big horny alert moment for Hayden Christensen, for Anakin Skywalker, right there.
So horny.
Hey, Jeffy,
you've grown very beautiful.
The Hayden Christensen theme and watch Little Italy live on stream.
We put what?
Little Italy.
Oh, did you watch Little Italy?
No, but I kind of want to. It looks good.
Little Italy is a fascinating movie. Still not sure it's real. And also,
there's Rose Byrne.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Oh, we did decide that Anakin is a simp. That's right.
Anakin's such a simp. And also, there's a scene coming up that I want everyone to pay attention to. Or am I thinking of the scene in Revenge of the Sith where he's staring at Padme and she goes, "Please stop looking at me like that. It's making me very uncomfortable." And it's just like, this is the guy we're rooting for?
But then it happens again in Revenge of the Sith when she like goes back and forth with him. When he's looking at her, and she's like,
he is such a perv. He's such a
Has
perv.
my
Your
beauty
video
blind
today
him
was
up?
perfect
Like that?
because it's like, bro, what is wrong with you? You're not a human. Obi-Wan looking more like Jesus than ever. The glow around him, angelic.
Anyone want to see? And look at this. I got a little snack going here. A little popcorn.
Jeffrey's popcorn.
Hell yeah. Let's
Nice.
go.
King.
Fresh
Very
pop.
nice.
The king. People don't realize it. He's the king.
There he is, Jar Jar.
There it is.
Oh wow!
Oh, he's there. He's
I
staring
didn't
at me.
notice
Why don't
that.
you call
No,
me?
wait. Is it? I think it's
I
after
think
this.
there's another one. No, there's another one when he walks out of the room too. He does it again.
Yes, he's about to do the thing.
He does
Yeah,
the thing.
everyone pay attention. He looks right at the fucking camera.
CGI people like an animated character to look at a camera. It doesn't make any sense. But it's George being petty, being like, well, I like this character. He's the key to everything. Oh no, it just happened. We did catch it originally.
Looking into my soul. That was crazy.
Darth Jar Jar is real. I don't care what anyone says. Darth Jar Jar is the true theory in the goddamn planet.
The eyes. It has to be something with those eyes. Bro.
Thank you, Joey.
I hate these things. These bug looking things.
Oh,
I hate them.
I like them.
They're
I
like
had
the little the slimy caterpillars. Gross.
I had
That's
the
45 right there.
whatchamacallit, the Zam Wessel toy, and you could change her face.
Her face clicked on. Yeah, I had, and her arm was a magnet.
Yes.
And her ship that you could, the one that you could like smash, but then come back out, and it was real
Yes.
flexible in that way. had that.
Shit, I forgot about that, but I had
Finally
that.
on the toy train with you guys after last week. Didn't have any of them.
I have a couple of my Attack of the Clones toys, but I'll bring them up when the characters make their appearance because I have some wild ones.
What
Some of
year-
my favorite things I own.
What year was Phantom Menace? 97?
99.
99.
99. So I was 16 when that came out, give or take. I spent like
Oh, damn.
$300 on toys trying to like get the toys that were the rare ones to like sell basically now, so my kids go to college. Worst movie ever. They're just sitting in oh, the worst. That's an
Damn, man.
Also, Obi-Wan's hair looks a little weird throughout parts of this movie. Like they had some wig issues with the hair, I believe.
This I had a toy of this thing that she puts the little thing in. I think they sold it separately too. I think I bought that motherfucker as an action figure.
It came with Obi-Wan.
Oh, did it? Okay, well I had that.
What? Because like, what would you do with it? Because it wouldn't stand up. Like again, just
Nothing. Just another pointless Star Wars toy that we all suckered into and bought. Thinking about doing that to my hair. What Anakin's got, that little ponytail in the back, and then maybe a little braid.
Glenny, you ever have a rat tail, Glenn?
Rat tail? No, I don't. What's rat tail?
Yeah, like the little thing behind, like the little extra hair from the back of your head. That's what.
It's like a widow's peak, but in the back.
Yeah, I've never really experienced new hairdo outside of my 3-1 fade, so no, not
Okay.
really.
Okay.
I
Fair
really
enough.
got to pick that up because I can't go. The barber shut down, so I think am I gonna have to like cut my own hair now?
Maybe.
For a while.
I
That's
think I
what
could do
Trent
that.
was saying. Trent was like, I think I might just have to cut my own hair or something.
I mean, Trent. It doesn't Trent like go bald?
Sort of, basically.
Where's Trent? Is he around?
No, he's in his room. I think he's watching the Has Fallen movies.
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw him tweet about those. I haven't watched Angel yet, but the first 2 words are like.
Oh, God.
I think one of them, maybe Olympus. One of them was out when I was working in a movie theater. Look how gross these things are.
The worst.
How did Sam know that the lasers weren't going to be tall enough to catch them?
Yeah.
I don't know. And
Well-
also, such a crazy move to be like, all right, somebody wants to assassinate the senator. Let's put 2 Jedi in charge of her. And she's like, all right, well, the one of them's kind of a pervert, so I don't feel comfortable with them having cameras into my room. But at that point, like, they're just relying on the Force to sense this. And watch, when they run into this room, they sense it. Oh my God, there's caterpillars in the room. Anakin has the greatest precision with this lightsaber ever. He swings it around her neck like it's fucking, like it's a lasso.
Badass for sure.
She definitely thought Anakin was the one on her when they were crawling on her. She's like, Anakin, get out of here, you fucking creep.
Very precise.
Oh,
I mean, I will. Little characterization. Obi-Wan. That's very unlike Obi-Wan. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying Obi-Wan is not the guy that would jump out the window. You would think normally. That's an Anakin.
He's the more calm, cool, collected guy. Although that was, I guess, even more established in the cartoon, which came out after this. So
It truly is incredible
can
how
you do?
Natalie Portman was in 3 Star Wars movies and 2 MCU movies, and they all basically stunk.
yeah.
At that point of all of it.
Well, I think Taika Waititi's going to try to give her redemption. I think
he
he's
will.
he's the key.
The redemption of Portman.
I'm out of traffic right now. This guy looks funny.
Oh, there's a Doug, the Sebulba character.
Yeah.
Like, did they have toys of those guys? I feel like they probably did. Like you guys would know that. Like that guy playing for play, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I feel like the people, like the director behind this, just got too trigger happy during this and just made some random motherfuckers.
You think?
These guys are very, very fun to look at.
This might have been the first.
Someone put that quote out about George Lucas that Glenny Balls just said. I think the director got too trigger happy with these.
Wait, George Lucas directed this?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I thought he had like nothing to do with these three.
No,
The original trilogy, he didn't really, Irvin Kershner did the one, Richard Marquardt did the second one, but
George Lucas didn't direct the original. He directed these.
so he did the original Star Wars.
yeah.
He didn't do it. He didn't do Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi.
If anything, Lucas's
Really?
hands were more on these than any of the other movies.
So George Lucas stinks.
George Lucas doesn't like directing. George Lucas didn't even want to direct these. He tried to give these to Spielberg, and Spielberg said, "Absolutely not."
I always
Joe-
thought these were like. I always thought these were
Why?
like someone just like he gave someone the okay, kind of like George R. R. Martin.
Well,
wrote.
Spielberg could not direct Return of the Jedi because George left the Directors and Producers Guild because of the credits. Because they wanted to force him to put the credits before the movie. They didn't want it just to be the crawl, and he got removed, and therefore he wasn't able to use the Directors Guild director, and so therefore Steven Spielberg did not direct Return of the Jedi.
What a bullshit move, by the way, by them to try to force his hand. And he was like, "No, I'm gonna go make this movie with my own money because I'm George fucking Lucas."
Yep. Joey, we need you to really look. I don't want to make you like, hey, impression request guy, but like, all I ask for you is to get a good George Lucas going at some point.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Good work
George
on
would be
that one.
awesome.
We actually have a guy who comes into the office every now and then who has like a salt and pepper beard and really white hair. And he doesn't look like George Lucas, but Smitty will be like, oh my God, George Lucas is here. And it's not George Lucas, but every time you just Smitty, like immediately, George Lucas is here, guys. God damn it.
Well, I'm trying to think of other people just throughout the entire saga that I could try to, lock down, but none's really sticking out to me.
I just look, it's not like other people have not done a Lucas impression, but I think the stuff we could do if you just rolled up in jeans and a
Real bag
swag,
of
sure.
Nike Air Maxes or some New Balances.
Can we get
The
you
ultimate
like
guy.
a? Can we get you like just a turkey breast to put under your fucking shin?
Like George Lucas created the modern day dad outfit now, I swear. The jeans
Yeah.
and the balances down there.
He had some swag back in the day, though. If you look at some pictures of him on the original
That's the
trilogy
thing,
set,
yeah.
he had some
Oh, yeah.
sweaters with the brown.
When he was
beard and
young and
shit.
skinny
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
George had some drip.
That's cool. Little like John Lennon glasses kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's a question. I've been answering this. We're just going through these movies. Like we didn't pick this. Like we did Phantom Menace first. We're doing this. We're doing the next. We're going to do Revenge of the Sith next. We also got.
Revenge of the Sith was on TNT earlier. I don't know if anybody
It
saw
was?
that, but yeah, I was going. So I hopped on from 3 2 here. But
Yeah, someone
Dude,
someone hit me up
watch
today when we posted this and said Attack of the Clones was on TV.
Watch the prequels with commercials. That's the way to do it.
Someone's got their TV too loud, by the way. I don't know who it is.
Might be me. Sorry.
It's okay, boss.
It's all right, Balls. You're a first timer here. It definitely
I
was
just
you.
went
You
down
just
from
lowered it.
21 to 12.
Yeah, I think it was you.
Hey, Jeff D. I hope this quarantine where you're forced to do Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter with me.
I would not mind. Would not mind doing that at all, balls. I think we're going to be doing all the Star Wars movies. I think we're going to be doing these for a long time. That's my prediction. And we're going to keep doing these after we're done
Yeah.
with 14. Not as frequently, just because it just doesn't allow it. But I think we'll be doing these for a while.
Yeah, I think so too.
I've reached a point where I'm convinced this is the new normal now. This is the rest of my life. I think everyone's kind of hit that point or is about at that point. But
Hey, question for everyone here. And this is like, I don't even know if we'll have an answer to this, but I was saying to Trent today, do you think there's going to be like a legit baby boom 9 months from whenever the lockdown quarantine ends?
Might be.
I think so.
There's got to be, right? Because it's going to be like stop
The
the beast for a
numbers-
little bit.
right.
Okay, so let me ask
But
you a
then-
question about this scene.
Yeah.
I'll throw you, Joey. Is this a good
I
scene?
think people are getting horny. I think people are getting real horny in
I
their
agree.
homes right now.
Is there anything else to do?
I have a vasectomy scheduled for 2 weeks from now, and if I have a third fucking kid, I am going to.
God, Rona, man.
Kid will then take my place because
Dude, that's like in A Quiet Place when they get pregnant and they're like, "Oh fuck, we're bringing a baby into this world."
Joey, we'll start with you. Is this a good scene? Is the chase scene good, or is it just a CGI nightmare?
This?
Yeah, from start to now, from when they got in the car to right now.
Hey man, I enjoy it. It was always one of my favorite ones. Like I was on the edge of my seat. I still am on the edge of my seat during that part when he jumps out of the speeder with Obi-Wan and he's just floating through the air. I'm like, oh shit!
I would agree. I think it's actually
some Mission Impossible stuff or something. Like this is crazy.
I think it's cool.
So I enjoy
it. It's just like a Star Wars version of a car chase, which we like. It's something we've never seen before. We saw the speeder bikes in Return of the Jedi, but that's different, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Seeing a
Going
city
through
in Star
the-
Wars is cool. I like Coruscant. So just seeing
Same.
everything about the prequels is made better by the environment that the production designers and whoever the set designers, they did their jobs right throughout the entire trilogy.
Really bummed that Coruscant didn't show back up in Rise of Skywalker, but that's
Let's
neither
look
here
in the
nor there.
background here for the football. Look in the TVs.
Oh,
You'll
Glenn.
see robots playing football in this bar.
Glenn, I want you to see these sports here. Also, okay, 2 cameos. Anthony Daniels, C-3PO,
Yep.
makes some cameos himself, and so does
Ahmed
Ahmed
Best.
Best. Yeah. Which Anthony Daniels and Ahmed Best, so the Jar Jar actor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the C-3PO actor.
You're gonna see.
So when they go into this bar here, balls, check out the TVs. There's a bunch of space sports playing, and one of them is just football with robots.
I'd watch that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
there it is.
Imagine we had that now.
That
Yep.
girl looks-
and
that
pod
girl-
racing to the left. Too. Star Wars
Pod
sports
racing is
bar.
fun, Bob. I mean, you did pod racing recently.
Yeah, on Twitch, and then we got quarantined. Sad. Back when Twitch was a thing. Hey, you know what I realized? We could probably set up, because I saw on someone's Instagram story last night, they had like 12 people on Zoom or one of these Skype, whatever, and they were playing Quiplash. We
Well,
might be
I
able to
was-
set up a big Quiplash live
I
stream.
was streaming with Smitty before earlier. Me and him were on with Marty, and I was saying if we can, we should definitely get like all 10 of us to do Quiplash
I think we can.
on like Saturday night. Because why the fuck?
That would
not?
be fun. That would be fun.
That is Elon Sleazebagano. That is the name of that character. He's a drug dealer and one of my favorite toys, Elon Sleazebagano.
Obi-Wan just did alcohol.
He took a little shot.
Wow, I never think of that.
Great
from Obi-Wan.
callback, though.
He turned down the death sticks that he was offered, which are Star
actually-
Wars cigarettes. We
You get death sticks with the toy. You get a bar.
Oh, does he come with death sticks?
Oh yeah.
Wow, look
And
at
also,
that.
I have the action figure of Ahmed Best's character,
Wow, what's his name?
Oh my god!
Ahmed Beck.
Aha,
No speaking lines in the movie. He turns around right here and that's
boom.
about it. No, that's Anthony. There he is.
Yep, and there it is.
Ooh,
George Lucas was like, "Hey guys, remember when Obi-Wan went to a bar and cut someone's arm off? Well, he that was his signature move."
That's what he does now.
can someone explain to me why Obi-Wan just cut off someone's arm and then helped them out?
So he knows that this assassin got the hit from somebody. He needs to know who she got the hit from before she dies.
Okay, it's like a mob movie.
Hmm
Oh,
Was hooked
Oh, I don't like
Yeah,
this.
they-
from that point.
Oh, I don't
Yes.
like this part at all. Oh no.
you,
What the fuck? Looks like Grendel.
She's a changeling.
I actually recently watched the animated Beowulf. It was very good.
Is that Jolie? Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, she's Grendel's mother.
I like this comment from Patrick. Wright. Obi-Wan is a narc.
Obi-Wan is
He
such a
kind of
narc.
is. He sort of is a narc, but he didn't narc on Anakin and Padme, which is points for him. But he sort of is a narc.
Oh, there's that lizard guy. I forget his name. I should
Yeah.
know. That guy in the middle dies big
No.
time later on in the movie.
Yeah, Django gets his ass, doesn't he?
Brad Bowser. I have seen Star Wars. I haven't seen these ones in a very long time. Though. I don't know the last time I saw Attack of the Clones.
And also, I think Star Wars fans, a lot of us that grew up with the movies especially, are too far into the forest to see the trees, or whatever that phrase is, in that the prequels are so convoluted and hard to understand for non-watchers that, like, even some of the, like, regular stuff like that hit, like, isn't made super clear enough. And we're talking on stream right now.
Mm-hmm. Oppo Rancis, that's his name, the lizard guy. That's a good one. I should know that.
When you were saying Ahmed Best's character, I kept thinking it was Ahmed Johnson, and I'm looking for the wrestler. It was Ahmed Johnson. I think it's him.
Dude, Ahmed Johnson used to wear knee pads up the ass.
Yes.
He would just have like 10 on his legs, 10 on his arms.
I like this. This was a good comment. I like this comment about Anakin. The console set Anakin up for failure. I agree.
Yeah, they did.
I agree. They knew he was going to fail.
Do you think that's any like? Did Palpatine have anything to do with that and to the council? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think they
in
were
their
just
minds,
corrupt.
like leaving like an academy?
I think basically the start of Palpatine's real push in turning the tide, I think probably starts in the Phantom Menace. And everything before that was just like the Jedi allowing the Republic a seat on, like, allowing the Republic to, you know, like, control them basically, and they became a weapon of the Republic and all that shit. I think it was just them becoming kind of corrupt and out of touch with the galaxy or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like the storyline that the Jedi weren't all perfect and that they did fall apart. I think it's like a cool, you know, George always said he wanted to tell a Shakespearean story. Well, there's your tragedy, like along with, you know, the fall of Anakin.
Do you think anyone in the Jedi Council had like a, hey, like, this is how we're going to murder Anakin if we have to? Like, someone had,
A contingency plan.
Then that would be a fucking good what if. That'd
right?
be a good story. I'm telling you, they need to just throw the team at Barstool some chump change, and we'll come up with ideas all day for you. You
Well,
can take however many you want. Make
Anyone,
billions of dollars.
anyone play the Revenge of the Sith video game?
Oh yeah, big time. You're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
alternate ending?
The alternate ending, you're Anakin, you kill Palpatine on Mustafar.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he has some weird, like, very robotic line. He's like, now the galaxy is mine and all mine.
Yes.
I think that's actually Natalie Portman's hair. I'd assume not, right?
Probably not. It's probably a piece. I think this is where he stares at her and makes her very uncomfortable.
I feel like I've heard you guys talk about this scene a lot.
This is a tough scene. This is one of those dialogue scenes, Glennie, that really hammers home why this is not a good movie.
Hey,
also why-
old is Hayden Christensen during this?
Putting in the windows.
Look that up.
I don't know how old he was when they filmed this.
I do love that ball. I always I should make a ball where it just what's in your hand. Turns out they don't have that technology yet, but
He was like 20 years old. Interesting.
all right, here's a Star Wars story. So you guys know what Relay for Life is? You know that thing?
Yep.
So we did that back when I lived in Connecticut. I had to stay overnight one night. I remember I had a thing of 3D Doritos, had like a Star Wars pull and peel. You could win some shit. That was like the promotion. I'll have to pull it up at some point. It was rainy and gross. Didn't want to wake up and clean the tent up. And I was being a real pain in the ass kid. I was in 5th grade, real piece of shit kid. And I got grounded, and I couldn't see this movie for the first 2 weeks it was out.
Damn.
Oh, man.
That sucked.
Brutal.
I'll tell you what, for a
Brutal.
5th grader obsessed with Star Wars, that sucked. So all I did was listen to the soundtrack for 2 weeks.
Oh, here we go.
Doesn't that happen?
I am grown up. You said it yourself.
Ugh.
Good for you, Padme, though.
Dude, George was sitting to
so-
himself one night with his little yellow fucking notebook, writing those words down. Don't look at me like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Unbelievable.
Jeff, were you like one of the only kids that was a Star Wars fan, or were there a bunch of others that got to go see the movie and like you had to dodge the spoilers from them?
I had one or
That
two
happened.
friends, and I found out about the Yoda thing before I saw the movie. That sucked.
Damn.
So here, I don't know if anyone remembers this. This might just be a Clem thing. In chip bags, like Lay's chip bags and Doritos, you could get these pieces for Attack of the Clones.
Holy shit, bro! I haven't thought of these since 2002. Holy shit!
Put them all together. So this is the thing that I remember.
Nice.
getting those pieces that night, and then I got fucked.
Wow! I had those. I had a bunch of them.
So your parents
Man,
said
they're really-
2 weeks you couldn't see the movie.
Yep.
And they knew how much you like Star Wars. That's
My
some
dad
fucking
was-
strict
my dad's
parents.
a big fan. Yeah, I got a lot of trouble.
You must have.
Did he go see it without you? And then like went back the second time once you could go see it again?
He waited.
Yeah,
he
that's
just
what he
goes
told
opening
you.
night.
Like, I'm a dad. I don't like my kids would have to do something really like. How fucked up was this? What you did, like leaving the tent out? Like,
My mom had to clean up the entire tent and bring it back to the car in the rain, and it was bad. It was one of those like I look back on it now and I'd be like, man, I was a real piece of shit for doing that.
yeah, okay. 2 weeks though is a long time. I mean, you couldn't do that now. You'd find out everything that happened on Twitter or on social media in a minute.
Yep. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yes. This is the worst. I don't care what anyone says in the chat. This is the worst fucking shit in Star Wars. Not a question. This is terrible. This is so stupid.
Dude, I like this guy.
I actually don't have an issue with this.
I hate
Great.
Jeff hates it, which I kind
Like a
of love.
Star Wars diner too.
I
I
know.
like it.
We got a little intergalactic hot dogs working there as well.
Jeff hating it makes me like it more.
I do have the Want a Cup of Jawa Juice diner waitress action.
Dude, when he's throwing his hands up with the other, I love this dude.
She comes with some Jawa juice up there.
This guy is fucking
favorite.
awesome. Jeff, you're such a herb. This guy's awesome.
And then I do have, this is my favorite prequel action figure. I have Dexter Jetster, and his meat cleaver has like lightning on it for some reason. The toy was like a supercharged meat cleaver.
Yeah, I have that. I got that from, so here's my story about that action figure. I got it from Santa. You guys have in your town, I assume, growing up, Santa would drive through the fire truck. They put all the sirens on, Santa gets on. So what my older brother and sister would do is they would take one present that was already wrapped for me. They would fucking run up the block, meet Santa up there, say, hey, we're 102, that's our house. So when you get there, can you give this to our little brother? His name's Robbie. So always like Santa would know my name and give me a present. I'd be like fucking mind blown as a 4-year-old. And he gave me Dexter Jetster. I was like, this is going to be the greatest character ever.
Look at this comment. This is my guy right here. Nope. I do like the mustache too. That's a good comment. Why is this guy running a diner? He knows so much about galactic weaponry. Thank you. Be a more.
Who's this guy prancing over here, walking with his hands?
Oh yeah, that's the similar menace.
Paul loves it.
He's got a lot of George Lucas vibes to him too.
Yeah, with the gobbling throat.
Guy looks like a villain in like Men in Black.
Wait, so what's your biggest beef with that, Jeff? You just don't like him, or like the dialogue, or what?
I hate the period 60s diner that George Lucas threw in for a little nod to fucking whatchamacallit.
American Graffiti.
American Graffiti. That's one of those things where if that had been from the regular trilogy, like Gary Kurtz and Lawrence Kasdan, they'd have been like, George, no. No, George.
I don't have an issue with it. I acknowledge that it's a little ridiculous to see like an old timey, fucking. It's like the diner from Back to the Future at some point, in a Star Wars universe. That being said, I don't know. It's
but
forearms. He's got his oily apron. It's kind of funny.
What's that, Joey?
Yeah.
Oh, Joey, Joe, are you saying something?
No. I was just saying that, like Coruscant City, it's like Tom's Diner, New York, or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some of those in Coruscant somewhere.
I guess. I'm trying to hear all the sides here.
Makes you feel like it's the goddamn real world.
I feel you.
You're being a hater.
Okay, Glenn. Glenn, you're covering your microphone, by the way.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was in my pillow. Sorry. Apologies.
Yeah.
This is one of the rare food scenes. Do we have back-to-back food scenes in Star Wars? If you listen to our recaps of Mandalorian and Clone Wars, you know I love when they eat in this, because in the original trilogy, the only time they eat is when Luke pulls out the little taquitos and Yoda steals them in Empire Strikes Back. So I always appreciate when they have it.
Wow, good call.
So they're having the conversation right now. Anakin's letting Padme know the the word I'm looking for, the
Sex rules.
path of the Jedi, the what they believe in, their beliefs, telling them the Jedi beliefs. You can't love, you can't whatever. I know someone in real life. He's got to be in his 40s now. He's really someone that, like, I know through my family, through friends, blah 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 blah, who had a kid with somebody who he was not married to. They were in a relationship for a long time. Had a kid with her. The kid at this point was like, I don't know, a few years old, and she was like, are you ready to get married? And he told her with a straight face and was serious. He was like, no, I'm a Jedi. Can't get married. They never got married. They broke up because of that conversation. He stuck by his alibi. He's like, I can't love. I'm a Jedi.
Oh, it's a real person?
This is a real story. That was a real story.
Do you
A
still
real
know the person?
Oh, yeah.
I don't hate it. I will say that. I don't hate
He's
it.
Jedi. He's a Jedi for sure.
That's a great way to break up with someone.
Yeah.
You give him a copy of Attack of the Clones. Watch this; it'll explain everything.
This was also one of my favorite scenes to watch with Big Daddy Trent, because as soon as this started, he went, Yoda's teaching the little kids? He goes, that seems a little below his pay grade, but I like that he's giving back to the community.
Yes. That is true. Yeah, he's a man of the people. I do you like this map too? I never understood why this map wasn't more fleshed out. I guess it's a
little they did it better in Force Awakens. The version of that Luke Skywalker map, it's a cooler version of this, I would say.
Again, this
kind of reminds me of something you get at the Liberty Science Center.
Doesn't detract from the movie for me, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, like I feel like they would have made
Not a lot of detail. Right.
Derek Frank, I couldn't agree more, bro. Couldn't agree more. Jeff D's scared though. He wouldn't want to smoke in that.
I mean, I'll do this. I would do a stream of That's My Boy with the two of you.
I'm with you, Brian Marion. These younglings are going to get murked in a couple of years at the first.
Yeah, these guys are all pretty much dead at the hands of Anakin, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, big time.
Wonder if they got the same actors.
I would highly doubt that they did.
I would assume they didn't either, Bob, but it's fun to think about, you know?
Sorry, Balls. Sorry. I don't mean to rain on your parade, Balls. I shouldn't have snapped.
I know
on
you're
you like
mad that I'm the number one Barstool fan.
Dude, you know, that is what I was mad about. I shouldn't have snapped like that.
I like this comment right here because I like how they asked the kids, are like, what's wrong with the map? And I wish one of the kids would have been like, the map has no labels. That's what
Someone said, let's get Trent in Mandalorian season 2. Imagine he was just one of those, like, he's just an alien in the background that, like, picks up a storage container and moves it.
I would like it. Get him in. Same company.
He's like a storage container Trent. Oh, this would be his role, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's him.
Fucking simp ass Anakin.
By the way, the best part of this movie, hands down, is the Across the Stars, the theme, the main theme from the movie
It's good
for
stuff.
Anakin and Padme. It is John Williams can't do anything wrong.
This
I
is
gotta say,
this is in Italy right here. People take pictures here all the time and can do the side by side of them and Anakin and Padme. Florence.
How much of it is in Italy, Robbie? You know, like overall in Naboo.
I
You
think
know exactly like what.
I think a lot of it, especially Attack of the Clones, was more Italy than Phantom Menace was for the Naboo scenes, but I don't know exactly how much it was. I think it was a lot in episode 2.
Naboo, they definitely had. I remember we talked about it last time. Naboo was very practical.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
CO Bibble.
There he is. Glennie, that's your favorite character.
Who, this guy, the guy with the gray hair?
Yes, C.O. Bibble.
He looks good. He seems like a fun guy. I'd grab a pint with him.
He's just got the hysterical name.
His hair gets progressively longer throughout the prequel trilogy. He just never gets a haircut.
I gotta say we're 40 minutes into this thing, and there's not as much action as I remembered. We only got one action. scene so far.
Glenny, not much happens for the final 30 minutes. I'll tell you.
We only
that.
got one more action. We only got one action scene right now.
The next action scene is going to be Django and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, in what, an hour? No, it's coming. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Like I literally think of Attack of the Clones as so much action because the only thing I remember is the Coliseum scene. That's it.
That's what I think a lot of
Right.
people our age balls think that way about the whole prequels. And it's nice that they think positively and nostalgically about it, but sometimes we'll tweet something. Clem probably gets this the same way, Jeff probably the same way, Joey, when you tweet about Star Wars, where people will tweet about the prequels as if they are like, as if they've never heard any criticisms towards them. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, Attack of the Clones is the best one. And everyone's like, wait, hold on. Like, you haven't been on the internet for a long time and you haven't watched that movie for a long time.
When I was ranking them a couple like last week or something, people were kind of coming at me hard about the sequels, but I said, I was like, I feel like we're in this kind of trendy time now where it's kind of cooler to like the prequels again because it's been 20 years or so or whatever. But the sequels are so fresh that everybody shits on those. And I'm like,
People
guys,
will come around on the sequels in 20 years, guaranteed.
yeah, I'm like,
They
you just
also-
side by side. Come on.
The Clone Wars, and somebody said it a while back in this chat, the Clone Wars has helped the prequels a fair amount. It's made you like characters more. It's made you flesh things out. Yeah.
All right, I remember this. This is where he fights Django, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Coming up.
#1 Star Wars fan.
we got a question in the middle of the stream last time. Who in the Star Wars universe would give the best head? And this lady was my answer.
Is it Tan Wee?
Yeah,
One of them is Tan Wee.
I think it is that one.
Here's my thing. And
This
I
is
want-
another, like, this is a green screen mess.
Well, see, I want the chat to weigh in here, and I want what you guys think. I think this just looks too fake. I know what
It
they're
does.
going for, but it's just simply too fake. It completely takes you out of the movie. And that's something that, as I got older, and I hate totally boiling things down to just like, oh, effects, blah, blah, blah. But like for this, it's just so hard to look by. Why
And
could
he's-
And
they?
it's so unnecessary. Yeah. Just do this in a room, bro.
Yeah, this is not like a Star Wars movie in the slightest. This looks very fucking weird.
Yeah, it's so.
Are
These
these guys? Do these guys have like a species? What are they called?
Kaminoans.
Yeah,
Kaminoans. All right.
it seems
We can, all
sad.
agree, we can all agree Obi-Wan's hair looks fucking awesome right now, though, right?
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
Oh yes,
Looks great, slick back
Great
like that.
ball.
It's like, yeah, a little slick back rainwater on there.
I'm
This is-
also I'm going to go out for a smoke as soon as Anakin says his famous line, "I don't like sand." That's what I'm waiting for. I
okay.
decided that before the movie that my smoke break was going to be, "I don't like sand. It's coarse,
Okay.
it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere."
The whole sequence. is
Good
just
time to pick it.
throw it
See
out.
that hood that Kaminoans wear. You ever have a good stretch where you fucking put your head back like that? With the hood that they wear, I don't think they could do that.
No,
No.
Then why wear that?
but they need it because their necks are just,
Is it just crazy neck support?
back.
yeah, just all bendy.
Do you think that old people in their species just look like dead flowers? Just like, oh.
Oh, oh God,
Here we go.
not quite there. Look at that stupid boat.
This is so Italy that it's like, all right, this isn't in Star Wars, guys. Like, did you go down to Earth in Florence?
Yeah, it's just not.
Here we go, guys. Padme, all-time fucking smoke, by the way. We haven't even
Okay,
mentioned
yeah.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
And I know I don't put the horny meter up, Jeff. I'm not horny, but we got to mention that.
No,
Is Padme your #1 in the universe?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Really, Bob? Over Leia?
Well, over
Leia?
here.
Leia
This is
in
my
the gold bikini.
This is my big crush. Boom. Haley Williams.
Well, I know Haley Williams is your #1, but I'm saying in the universe, bro, in the Star Wars, in the galactic universe.
Portman goes way back to 2002. I was 4 years old, like popping bones to Portman. So it might be her.
Bob, I thought Ray was your like one true love, Daisy Ridley.
So did I, but you know, she got a little Palpatine blood in her, and I realized
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's a dark path to go down.
What is this guy doing right now?
Tell you what, Bolt, he's blowing it.
guy stinks. He can't talk to the ladies.
Oh man.
There you go. There you go. That was the longest build-up lead-in of all
Go in,
time.
King.
And then he talks about it later. I raise the sand comment and I give you the kiss that haunts me. That line that he said
know.
later might be worse.
I know.
It might
All right,
be
guys.
worse.
I'll be back in like 4 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go grab some water. I'm gonna start chugging some water.
Glenn. Okay.
I got a big chug. I got a big jug of water upstairs. When you get a glass cup and just start pounding.
Okay. Okay. Now, this scene I don't hate. You know what I don't hate about this? For my two remaining friends we got right now, I like the scene where they play the Imperial March, kind of, and they
Yes.
show the clones.
Yes.
Very cool. Little foreshadowing.
Yeah.
I always get down to the Star Wars when they give the little nods like that. The little
For sure.
the Phantom Menace poster when Darth Vader's the shadow, just shit like that. Star Wars can pull that off subtly. It's just they beat you over the head with so much shit, which is where they get into trouble, I think.
Is Attack the Clones better with Clone Wars filling the gap? Here, I'll put this up. No, I don't think it makes it better. I really don't. I think it's a reason why some people think it's better, but I don't think it makes it better.
Just judging on the movie alone, you can't. You know, like
Yeah,
you got to stick with what it is, and
it makes you like the characters more. That's what it does.
Sure.
Clone Wars makes you like the characters in Attack of the Clones more. That's the big
There you
thing. Even like man, like I know they're the same guy, but that's just so many CGI clone troopers.
insane.
Okay, so it isn't. You're right. You know what? I didn't think it was the Imperial March, and that's on me. It's a Trade Federation theme music.
Still kind of like it, but you
Yes.
get that feel.
Same
You just
same
don't
vibe.
know it's coming, but you
That's a
get
good
it.
comment. Yeah, this is cool. I do like this. You know, it gives you that, and then it goes right into this with these ball sack animals that are running around the field with them. Glenny, let me know what you think about these creatures. Glenny, these are literally balls.
Yeah, these are balls.
I'm actually focusing on these waterfalls. This is beautiful waterfalls right now. Ooh, Padme looks good there. That's a nice look.
Here's a good
Looks
fact.
like she's going to Coachella.
Fun fact: not a single set of clone armor was made for this movie or the next one. The Imperial March is at the end of the movie. Right. You guys are fucking schooling me on my Star Wars tonight.
What if Padme was a Band-Aid from Almost Famous? And that's what this outfit is right here. Fuck. Those waterfalls are pretty sick, Glenny. They're fake as shit, but they're pretty fucking beautiful.
What?
Are those waterfalls? How many were any of those real?
Beautiful waterfalls. You kidding me? There was like 10 of those bad boys. Look fantastic.
Well, I'm calling this is one of the better Padme looks.
Alex, what am I drinking? Some water. No alcohol for me tonight.
Is that
Thanks,
a mama? I feel like that's a mama balls like mandated like Glenny. I want you to drink X amount of glasses of water. Is that a fair guess?
Well, they've definitely told me I can't drink tonight. I've been drinking a lot on quarantine. And it's Sunday, so whatever. But I like to drink water out of these little glasses. It goes down very easy.
Glenny, did you break Lent? Did you break no meat Lent because of the quarantine?
As you should. I
Limp
tweeted
off,
you.
man.
Full
I tweeted it's a global pandemic. We're eating meat. It's just happening.
JC would have done the same.
This is
What are
bad.
these things, Jeff? What are these things here?
Yeah, what are the Joey, did you have
What
this
is he
toy?
doing?
See, that's one of those where you're talking about. It's like, man, those effects not great. Not great.
Let's see. Let's get the name of these. They're called Shocks. SHAAK. Four legs and a plum body.
Classic,
good-
man.
This is
You
good old
hit 'em.
fashioned bonding, like you read about.
That's flirting 101 there, Padme.
Back to Camino. Just such a CGI movie. It just looks so. It's just a video cutscene. Video game cutscene. I will say. Oh, Star Wars Minute is good. Alex Damon is very good for Star Wars Explained. He's the best of the best. This was a fanboy nod, though, I will say, when they show the helmet and the armor for the first time. Boba, I mean, come on, that is pretty cool. Even though I don't love not a big fan of the whole Boba thing here, but whatever. You learn to. It's not big enough where it ruins it. I'd learn to live with it.
My buddy in college looks just like Boba Fett did. Like he's like it fucked me up pretty good.
Really?
Movie, yeah, he looked just like young Boba. It's crazy.
This kid, Daniel Logan, really wants to come back to Star Wars. He begs.
What else was this old guy in? He looks very familiar.
I forget. It's Tamora Morrison. He was in Aquaman recently. Robbie, Daniel Logan, you DM'd him, right, to come on the pod, and he
didn't get me back. So he followed me back on Twitter when I followed him, but when I DM'd him to try to get him, because I think he was like he tweeted something. He was doing like some kind of Comic-Con in New York or something. I was trying to get him to come through, and he did not respond. Sad. I hate that they made Boba an unaltered clone of Jango.
I don't know. I think it's.
I wish it was
I
just
mean,
his son. Just
like
make
the
it his
plan.
son.
So you're okay with it, Joey? Because see, that's for
I'm
me.
all right.
It's tough.
I don't like that they took
Yeah,
Boba, just like a cool character, and they were like, he's actually not Boba. He's this other guy.
I mean, it's pretty. You know, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, that connects dots, obviously, but I don't know how to do it somehow. I guess.
Do you guys think we're getting Boba in Mandalorian next season?
Yeah.
I do.
Really?
I think we're gonna get Boba. The Ahsoka thing is fucking awesome. I think Boba's inevitable in the show.
I really
And
think that Ahsoka thing's real now.
Yeah, they didn't comment.
They didn't comment, and Deadline is now running with the same thing, and Deadline is usually correct as well. Dude, Rosario Dawson is such a fucking great actress too. Like she's such a good actress for that part.
I don't want Boba to come back in that. I would be.
Oh,
disappointed.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think
I don't think we need him, but now I'm to the point where I'm like, if you're gonna bring Boba back, I do want them to do it in that because I know that they'll do it right. All right, I hate this part in the movie because you're about to see Anakin fucking slice this CGI pear and then CGI pear into Padme's CGI mouth, and when she takes a CGI bite out of the CGI pear, it looks fucking horrible.
What the fuck is happening right now?
All right, here it is.
Introducing with the Force.
Oh, on
Why
the
is he cutting a pear with the fucking
Oh.
fork?
Why does it? Why, George? Why?
This is an A1 Padme look, though.
Yeah, it is. But this scene, damn, it's like she looks so good, but this scene is just so hard to do, dude.
She's gonna say the thing too he's
Yeah.
gonna say the kiss that haunts me.
He's always so breathy when he talks, man.
He is. His dialogue sounds like pop punk lyrics.
Agony.
Being with someone asked a really good question. I'm gonna try to pull it back up after this scene. This scene is so important. There it is. I'm haunted by the kiss that you should never have given me. That just doesn't have any place here. George thought he was E.L. James, the writer of 50 Shades.
That is one of those things where it's like, George, what Star Wars fan do you think wants to hear shit like that in a movie?
No kid, and that's the thing. These are for kids. No kid wants that. Come on, like that's
The best romance stuff between Han and Leia is like the scruffy looking nerf herder shit, where it's like them doing the almost childish playground antics towards each other. Like it could be so simple and it could work.
Reminder
Oh
to
my
sync.
god, though.
Reminder to sync
I
your.
would simp like Anakin.
Yo, how much older is Padme supposed to be than Anakin?
Like 6 years.
6 years. Damn, cougar.
23.
Reminder if you're. The thing went away, but sync your movie with this time right here. It usually says it right there. Kind of. I guess I goofed.
It says it. 55-44.
Yeah, but it said sync your movie with here. I kind of goofed on it.
This is literally the least exciting Star Wars movie ever. We're 55 minutes in. We got one action scene.
Yep.
Yeah, boss. That's why I always say to people, it's important to, when people tweet me and say like, "Oh my god, I get tweets all the time about people liking this prequel better than the originals." I always say, just like, you're allowed to have that opinion. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but just like, when was the last time you watched the prequels? I usually ask.
There you go. I'm gonna put that little sync your movie with the timer.
What was the article from you read with the ranking?
Oh, yeah, right here.
Padme is, well.
The villain hasn't even shown up. I guess you're right, Blake Mitchell. I don't see a villain yet. I forgot who the villain is here.
It's like, who the fuck is Count Dooku that was in the scroll? Like, I'm fucking dying right now. An hour into the movie.
Yeah.
Count
That's a
Dooku.
great point. And we're not going
You
to see
can
him for a
call
while.
Palpatine a villain, but
Oh,
he
I
really
remember
isn't.
what
Like,
happens now. Okay.
What a shit show. What a pile of shit. Oh, I hate you, George Lucas.
especially after one of the main complaints everyone had about the Phantom Menace was that we didn't see enough of the main villain, right? Everyone was like, they're like Darth Maul, what an awesome character. We saw none of him. He had 9 minutes of screen time. And then in fucking episode 2, he takes over 60 minutes to show us who the villain is.
And he stinks.
This
So
green screening right now looks pretty terrible.
So here's a comment that kind of goes to the point we were saying. It's a shame that Anakin Padme romance plot overshadows the Obi-Wan noir conspiracy plot, which is, again, that's what I like about
the Obi-Wan stuff.
Yeah.
The actual Obi-Wan story stuff is good. I like it.
That's why the Clone Wars is so good, because you get that stuff.
Even him Skyping into fucking Yoda and Mace Windu as they're meditating. Cool. Ewan McGregor is the shining star of these things. He's the saving grace.
Glenn, we're about to get some action.
Let's go, baby.
I like this action
is
scene too.
Django, not Boba, right?
Yes. Here, I'll tweet out the picture of me as Django now. It's very time appropriate. Hopefully get some people an hour into this thing.
To answer this question, Darth Maul or Count Dooku, more of a wasted character? It was Darth Maul.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Maul, definitely. Come on. He looks like the fucking devil, of course.
Yeah.
No
Well,
offense
Paul-
to Christopher Lee. Rest in peace.
We'll pull up the Glennie Balls picture. Glennie was very happy next to Darth Maul.
Yes. Please pull this up. This is one of my favorite pictures I've ever seen in my life.
Bastards.
Where is this picture of me as Django? I think I was 7 years old when I was Django, actually.
Dooku was supposed to be Jar Jar. You're right, Clay Parker. Jar Jar conspiracy. It makes so much goddamn sense.
I'm getting
Or
so much.
Phantom Menace makes so little sense. It's the only way it actually makes sense.
My fucking mentions and DMs are so goddamn confusing right now because of this stupid fucking Tiger show.
The show is incredible. That sucks though, Jeff Lowe. That is at least you've established the middle initial from day
Yeah.
one.
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
though, imagine that. What was I, like, probably like 8 years old in that picture? You know how fucking scary that must be?
I thought you. No. I didn't take that as you being scared. I took that as you liking it. I thought that was your
No,
smile.
No, he doesn't like that.
Like,
Jeff,
forced me
get
to
out
take
of
a
here.
picture. Like, do you know how scared
Yeah.
I was, bro? Look at that guy.
Terrified.
Look at that guy.
You got your autograph
book?
book? Is that what you have in your hand?
Yeah, that's my autograph book. You kidding me?
Yeah.
So Disney would never allow this anymore. And not Disney, I mean Lucasfilm, because they don't really let their characters be out of character. Like, you would never see Darth Maul smiling now. at the theme parks. They make sure they're very in character.
I don't know if he's smiling. He's kind of he's like
Growling.
"Arr,
He looks like Carter Boucher's dad.
Lunch is served. It's Glenny. That was his lunch.
Where is this picture of me as Django? I can't find it, folks. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Here's action, Glenn.
Oh shit! I found it. Can you put me full screen?
Yeah.
This is a 7-year-old Bob Fox on Halloween.
Whoa.
Boom.
Oh,
Nice.
that is a fantastic getup.
Yeah, pretty good.
there's action happening, people.
We got action.
Love that.
Finally, we see that
Shit out
big
there.
old rocket get shot out of the jetpack. Even child Boba in on the action.
This little kid's a real douche, huh?
Yeah, he is. He really is.
Notice what Jango Fett doesn't have, Bob?
What?
A flamethrower.
I
Work.
don't know if you saw, Clem, but somebody tagged me in it. They're coming out with a Hot Toys version of The Mandalorian, and one of the attachments is the fire. It's like a big ball of flames, and they were like, look, they made sure it came with the fire. The useless fire that didn't work for him once all season.
0 for 100.
Well, Django uses the fire.
Does he use the fire?
Yeah,
Right here, right?
No, he uses the fire in the arena. He sets
Oh,
Mace
in the
Windu
arena,
on
in the
fire.
arena.
Oh, shit. So he actually uses it right.
He just knows how to use the fire.
Yeah.
Mando is fucking clueless.
Wait, does he not die here?
No.
Who?
Obi-Wan?
Wait, who did you think died?
I thought Obi-Wan like kills Django in front of the sun.
Oh, later. Spoiler alert.
And it's not Obi.
It's old Mace.
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, that's right. It's Mace. Kind of fucked. Obi should have had the chance.
I like that Mace got it. Kind of sick. They gave Mace like a big kill.
Yeah, they did
He
give him.
needed
That's
that.
like his one chance.
Especially Obi-Wan got Maul, and we didn't even see Mace Windu with a lightsaber in the first one. So show us that this guy who you're setting up, he's going to be the one to confront the Emperor in 3. Show us, like, yeah, he's got a fucking big kill under his belt.
Great throw right there by Obi-Wan, by the way.
Can you imagine the drama if Anakin executed Jar Jar the way he executes Count Dooku? It would have been incredible. That's his childhood friend, and he has to kill him on the orders of Palpatine. This entire trilogy makes sense with the Darth Jar Jar fucking theory.
He just
What is-
sliced.
Oh,
Here we go. About to get the return of one of the more racist characters from Phantom Menace.
Yeah, Watto in a hat. Hat Watto.
oh man. Yeah, there was some heavy racism in Phantom Menace.
I hate bringing it up. I hate it because you're like no one's actually ever called me out for being like, you're being woke. I'm just sorry. Like it doesn't bother me. I'm not going to boycott the movies, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
With Watto, with Newt Gunray, like you just know what they're doing here.
Yeah. Annie?
Glenny, how did you like that 30 seconds of action?
It really didn't tickle my fancy. I thought we were getting to death, bro. All right,
We're
keep it
not.
Are they on like Tatooine right now?
Yes, balls.
Number
They are.
Good on you. Attaboy.
Number one Star Wars fan.
No Star Wars movie would take place unless there's at least one Tatooine scene.
Is this is where Luke was living at the start of 4?
Yeah.
Not yet. Well,
Yeah,
same
at the
planet.
start of 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when we first see Luke Skywalker, he's living on Tatooine.
Yes.
Yes.
People are in the comments getting rowdy about the racism comment about
Yeah.
Watto. Listen, Watto is very much like a Jewish caricature.
He's a
That's-
Jewish character. I mean, like, again,
That's undeniable.
it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying it was one of those things. They did it with Newt Gunray. It was an Asian character, and people
Correct.
say Newt Gunray. It doesn't bother me. Whatever. I'm just pointing it out. Like,
Yeah, it is what it is.
When George got confronted about that, what was his response? Did he just was he
I
just
gotta
kind of
look it
like,
up because apparently it was that some people did bring it. No one cared. And again, I don't care. It was weird. It's a weird thing.
We're not calling for this movie to get canceled.
nah.
I mean, geez,
We're
I
just
watched-
saying that's what it is. I mean, look at the guy.
I'm calling for this movie to get canceled, but not for those reasons.
Yes. Again, my thing is more like whatever. Don't call it racist. Call it just. I'll call it weird. Is what it was. It was just weird.
Yeah.
'Cause you're like,
Yeah,
huh? Like,
it's
what?
odd. It's like
What? Whatever. Now this is a cool scene.
this is also where Boba is kind of like a bit of a child dick. You're like, all right, shut up, Boba, in the fucking in the co-pilot seat.
The bombs that Django. When I say the bombs Django drops, it's like he's farting in the cockpit. The things like the sonic booms, those are pretty cool. This is. I agree with Jimmy right here. This is one of this is a very underrated scene.
This is good stuff. Yeah, I like this scene. I like Django's like little headset thing too.
I fucking hate this kid's face so much.
That's dope. This is dope.
So is this the Slave 1?
Kind of like the Slave Zero.
Slave 0.
I don't know what. I'm sure it does have an official name. I bet that sounded
What?
awesome in theaters.
Cool preview shot there too.
Very cool use of sound.
It sounds like the sound the alien ships make in War of the Worlds,
Yeah.
which terrifies me. That movie literally fucked up my childhood.
It is the Slave One. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's a. I don't want to call it a terrible ship design because I love it. It just seems really. It just seems like a pain in the ass.
Oh, such a pain in the ass.
Awesome.
Such
ship.
a pain in the ass. Yeah.
Awesome, but just like
Yeah.
I feel like if I had it, I'd be like, I think I might have went a little too far in some places. Like if I designed it, I'd be like, it seemed cooler on paper.
Yeah.
Like loading it upside down every time you have like a rush of the you have a blood rush to your head when you take it. I'd be like, kind of goofed on this one.
That's what I
You
was.
know, I think they really hit a home run with the Razor Crest. Mando's ship. That's a fucking good ship. That's a solid ship.
That's always the most impressive thing about when they fly the Falcon is the Falcon is just jutted all the way to the right, the cockpit, and they have to flight that entire thing, and they have to kind of account for that. That's what always blows my mind.
Yeah,
As a kid with OCD, that always drove me crazy growing up.
Me too.
yeah. This has good sounds too.
Something I liked about Solo is the way they showed the Falcon with the like carrier in the front of it that Han has taken out. I thought that was cool. One of the few kind
Made it a
things I
little
could
bit
say
more
about it.
Symmetrical.
See, now compared to the cleaned up version of Empire Strikes Back, I just can't say these asteroids look better than the ones from Empire Strikes Back. The cleaned up version,
I think they definitely look worse.
yeah, like these just don't. These just don't look better than the Empire Strikes Back. Which some of them were potatoes, the ones in the far distance. Glennie, did you know that?
What, the potatoes?
Yeah, in
I've got a
Empire
little
Strikes Back.
IMDb fact for you from Jeff.
Empire
Lee right
Strikes
there.
Back, the asteroid field, some of the asteroids were potatoes.
Did not know that.
There you go. So this comment right here that Robbie just made, something I liked from Solo, said no one ever. That's like the first time I've ever heard Robbie say anything complimentary about that movie.
No, I said I wanted to see a sequel for that movie on the night it was released. I was a little high on it. I don't know. I still think Donald Glover's Lando is pretty good.
He was, yeah.
The fact
I don't know.
that
I'm trying to think of the other shit that I liked, but honestly, the more time that goes by, the more time that I'm like, fuck. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. They did a Han shoots first thing where he shot, Woody Harrelson first. Spoilers.
Solo, and to a lesser extent, because the movie was better, Rogue One were a good example of how to not do fan service, because it got in the way a little bit of the movie, and it was too obvious. What Filoni and Favreau have done with fan service for Mandalorian and Clone Wars has been unbelievable. They are
fan service for Rogue One. Obviously there is
like R2 and 3PO, right? You know that scene where they're at the end.
Yeah.
Like it's so like in your face.
Right in your face, yeah.
I love Rogue One. Don't get me wrong. I believe it's top tier. But Rogue One has some of those moments where you're like, all right, like it's a Star Wars movie. The guys from the bar, Dr. Evazin and fucking Pig Nose or whatever, and Walrus Man. It's like,
right.
All right, where like Mando, they do such a good job at the little things. And they do that with Clone Wars, and that's why I think Filoni and to an extent Favreau need to have Star Wars firm grip on the future, because I think they get it. Like they get how to do it where it doesn't derail. I think it's fantastic.
What about the Mando episode though, where they're like straight just hitting all the parts of Mos Eisley that you want to see? Like, but I feel you there. Like it was straight. They were back. They were back on Mos Eisley, but like it didn't bother me. I was like, cool. I was excited about it.
They used it in a way where if they would have just gone to the cantina and they would have been playing the music and they'd be like, oh, I love this song, like shit like that. Like that
would have been bad.
That would have happened. And Solo for sure.
Got him.
Again, to
imagine they cut to that fucking Bobby Cannavale Jr. like put a little credit in an Imperial jukebox, and then it's it's like, this is a great tune. Let's go bounty hunting, boys.
I think he's my least favorite character in all of Star Wars. Actually, now that you just said that, Robbie, you reminded me of that dude.
Oh, he stunk. Toro Calican. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. That was my least favorite episode of Mando just because of him.
Yes.
Now let me say, I do love Rogue One. I love the music in Rogue One. I think it's one of the best space battles in Star Wars. It looks insane. It looks so good. Yeah. And I love fan service. I geek the fuck out with fan service. But there's ways to do it really well. And how Filoni and Favreau have done it, I like. The thing is, they've done it so well that it makes the other ones not look as great. Now, this character, Klieg Lars, sucks. And if you like Dexter Jester, that's fine. This guy, I don't believe for a second he went back out to look for Shmi. I don't believe for a second. He peeked his head over the hole and he went, Shmi? And he heard no reply. He went, yeah, she's gone.
She's lost. There. She belonged to the streets.
I don't believe him at all.
Who's Shmi? I remember the name Shmi a lot.
Anakin's mom.
Shmi.
And this guy, Klieg Lars. So this guy, no, Anakin and Padme are Luke's parents. Yeah.
Oh, I'm shot. Oh, these are Luke's grandparents. No.
No. Well, the guy across from Luke is sort of the guy that raised him.
Foster.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The two guys that are killed at the start of New Hope, right?
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy, Klieg Lars, is someone that bought Anakin's mother as a slave to free her and marry her. They were in love.
Shmi, I love this comment. Shmi had to be like his 9th wife.
By the way, a double all-time bad name combo. Shmi and Klieg, gross. Oh. Yuck.
Now, here's another controversial scene. And I'm not talking about characters. I know we triggered some people with that. This is just controversial in the fact that, like, was it necessary, him killing, like, the Tusken Raider? Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me, but I know some people really don't like this scene. With him just slaughtering the Tusken Raiders.
I always thought it was just important for his, like, eventual turn, right? I mean, it was kind of necessary.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I think this scene I think him actually doing the slaughtering is good. And like Joey said, like, this is kind of cool in that it's, oh shit, Anakin's starting to turn. We're starting to see some DV out of this guy. But what
Like
is
with
the big
Qui-Gon?
issue? The big issue is the scene where he tells Padme, because of the video Joey made, where it's just like, bro, you're so over the top right now. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. There is a scene in between. You're right. That goes to Geonosis. By the way, that was good fan service. And I hate saying good. That was in a sense that it was subtle. You see the Jawas, and it makes sense in the story because you know the Jawas have been everywhere. They know where to go. They know what's going on in Tatooine. So that's an example.
I didn't like they used Duel of the Fates there. Use Duel of the Fates for the big fucking scene when he's
Yeah.
killing Raiders. Not when he's fucking riding the speeder out there. Darth Maul was like the most underused character. Duel of the Fates deserved a better fate as well for being Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace is a great name. Everything about that movie is great except for the actual movie. Unreal.
What a weird green screen. Him like walking up above that. A lot of this movie, I'm just like, what a weird green screen. Cartoon Trey and Quigs could whip some of this shit up for us.
This is a good point.
They maybe.
If you watch Mandalorian, where is it? Tusken Raiders aren't bad. They're not bad people.
Yeah.
They're misunderstood.
They're misunderstood, yeah. He
I
like
love that
knows
part.
sign language or some shit, yeah.
Okay, wait, Clem, here you go.
There we go.
What do you think?
He's a villain.
Oh, okay, yes, also the villain. But here, answer this. What do you think the Phantom Menace was?
The Phantom Menace was Jar Jar right in front of our face the whole time.
So yeah, we got Dooku at an hour and 16 minutes in.
We do, Glenn.
Yeah.
There we go. The villain.
Nice to see you, Count.
Out of all those guys, they chose like the least fun guy to be Count Dooku. Just the regular white human guy.
whoa.
No.
I'm Christopher Lee.
I'm not saying he's not, but like, give me Count Dooku should be something a little more. I think.
Oh, what him more?
Yeah. Oh, here's our guy from Clone Wars season 7. We've been talking about in our recaps.
Watch Hammer. We just got him in Clone Wars again.
The fucking banking clan. George Lucas fucking sat down in a Star Wars script and he wrote the words, "The banking clan will accept your treaty." George, what the fuck were you thinking with these movies? We didn't want to see this. We wanted to see lightsabers and shit, you know?
That's right. It's the guy who runs Geonosis is Poggle the Lesser. If everyone can hit the link again, just retweet the main tweet just to bump it back. Now that we're halfway done.
Yeah, Nikki, I was about to say that little guy's literally an Easter Island head.
All right, back to the movie.
This is about halfway, give or take, a little more than halfway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, a little, yeah, more. We only got an hour left. A little more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta get
that's
to
a
the
good.
damn Coliseum soon.
I like this comment. This I agree with this. The political intrigue is a great idea, but just not executed well.
Yes, I agree.
Is this Anakin's mom?
Yes.
It's me.
Shmi.
Ooh, she looks
If
like
they
she
did
kinda left
politics
go
like
of it.
I'm not against the idea of politics. Thrones did politics fucking perfectly for a lot of it, obviously.
You know, today I was laying in bed, I was watching Blinded by the Light, and I could feel myself going to sleep. So I was on HBO. I just turned on the Battle of the Bastards and turned over. I refused to watch it. I just needed a familiar sound in the background. I did not turn and look at my screen once during it. Out of a silent protest. Like I heard. I heard Doug
how
be
was
like,
how was
"I
that
don't
Blinded by the Light movie of
like a
what you saw?
3-year-old."
I
And
was
like,
interested in
no.
that.
I got an hour through it, then Smitty made me play Xbox with him. But it was good from what I watched. I got to finish it tomorrow.
Yo, Trent.
Yo.
Guess who we're watching this with?
Who?
Balls.
Ball man.
Balls is
Big
on
Daddy,
there.
come over here.
No worries.
Hold on, I gotta turn.
Boom. Well, hey.
Big Daddy, what up, bro?
Hey,
Yo,
Look
Trent,
at
Trent, did you watch Angel Has Fallen yet?
Dude, I'm watching it right now.
I haven't seen Angel, but I've seen you tweeting about the other two. I love the other two. They're fantastic.
Really good movies. I can't
Gerard
believe it.
Butler, fantastic.
Yeah, Angel Has Fallen. It's I'm like halfway through it. It might be better than the other ones.
Really, unbelievable.
I'll give you a full report once I'm done.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
gotta
really-
watch this week too.
All right, brother.
And that
Yeah,
was
Trent-
alongside Trent from The Bachelor.
Yes, Trent and Robbie live together, folks.
I feel like Jack Nicholson in The Departed. She fell funny the way she died there. I never noticed the way
Yeah.
she died. That haunted me.
She's got a big it's the Talia al Ghul Dark Knight Rises death.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, The Departed is so fucking good, and so I never realized how weird that scene is when he dies. It's so odd. I fucking love The Departed. What a movie.
Thanks, Patrick. I run you, Georgia. Appreciate it. What was I going to ask? Oh, Joey. Attack of the Clones characters, figures. Robbie, you as well, maybe Clem. Anyone have a Shmi action figure?
No.
I think actually I did.
Oh.
Was
I
she
think-
like, clean up?
Huh?
Was like a Shmi action figure? Is she like bloody and stuff in this action figure?
No. I'm pretty sure it was just from the Phantom Menace. So
Oh,
she was
okay.
just like Mom Shmi. She was.
Wait,
Yeah.
do I have Shmi? No Shmi. I don't have Shmi.
$9.99 on eBay. Used. It's open.
Someone in the
Yeah,
chat, go buy it.
I had that the baby Tusken Raiders. They had like a family of them almost, like a
Oh,
mom
wow.
and a dad, and I had like a 4-year-old baby.
Representation for the children.
Yeah, Qui-Gon does have a voice cameo in that past scene when he's like hearing shit or whatever, I think. I don't have an inventory list. They're literally behind me. So
Someone
I
said,
just-
Robbie, when are you going to build a lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge? Bro, I don't know. Corona.
we
you know?
we were really gung-ho on going to Star Wars Celebration in August, and with an extra night we were going to try to make some content at Star Wars Land, but I just don't know at this point. I just don't see it happening.
I went to
Unfortunately.
Galaxy's Edge for my honeymoon in November, and I was dead set going there that I was going to get one and build one. But then the wait to get in was all day. So then we just went to the regular shop that you could just like look at the handles of them, and then they were just like the characters sabers, and it was like $200, not even for the blade, just to take home. Mace Windu's handle for his saber or whatever.
Oh,
It was crazy.
Well, I saw that they're making. I forget what the exact number was, but I think it was somewhere. I want to say it was either $160,000 or $260,000 a day at Galaxy's Edge just from lightsabers.
I believe it.
Just from lightsabers.
Klieg is like, oh fuck, they found her. God.
He's like, oh fuck, there she is. He's like, I hope my prints aren't on her still. What if in The Rise of Skywalker, when Rey was burying those lightsabers, she like fucking hit something and she was like, oh.
Great.
What's
call,
that?
What is y'all's favorite Star Wars games outside of Battlefront? There was a game for like Nintendo 64 where the first level there was like a Yeti and you were in some Sith
Shadows of the
base.
Empire.
Well, the
and
Empire.
I never played past that level. I only played that level all the time.
Yeah, Shadows of the Empire actually would be my answer, Glenn.
I did not know how to get out of that level, but I loved it because I'm a big Bigfoot guy, so I love that.
Joey did a parody of this scene earlier. Joey, you fucking nailed it. This should have been so alarming for Padme.
This scene always stuck out to me. Even as a kid, I was always like, oh, shit, man.
For my pick, if you want to say favorite game outside of Battlefront, the Battlefront series, I'm going to go with the Lego Star Wars series. I was a big Lego Star Wars guy. But even aside from that, I would say The Force Unleashed. I really loved The Force Unleashed when that came out.
Mine Shadow of the Empires, and then X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Those were like computer, like space, like starfighter games. That was a lot. I burned a lot of my life on those games.
Oh, did you guys see my pants, by the way? So I wore these in honor of the stream tonight. They have Darth Vader on them with a heart around him, and the text on them, a little zany thing. It says, looking for love in all the wrong places because this is the most, romantic Star Wars
Oh,
movie.
yeah. Nice.
So there you go, folks.
Very nice.
I'm here all week.
I still can't believe you told that girl she'd look BB great on the fly when we did that Star Wars video, Bob. That was one of your most impressive pulls I've seen in Barstool history.
I got some wheels. I got some fucking Dio wheels.
But the women and the children too. I just
Oh, yeah.
look. I'm going to play devil's advocate here on Liam's comment. Liam, it's not great acting.
I
But
like
I
that. I was gonna say, can you put that comment up because the it's not even a sad face, just the disappointed face that he put along with it really speaks to how we all feel.
Okay, first this comment. We gotta address this. Come on, pop up. I gotta show the comment. But what about the dogs? True. Yeah. Did you kill the dogs too, Anakin?
I think
Let it be known. But the acting, was it also the writing too?
Yeah,
were the
I
lines
assume
just-
those lines are probably hard to deliver well.
Yeah. I give Hayden Christensen a little benefit of the doubt, and I will always be upset he was not in the Rise of Skywalker, except for the voice.
How much more could he have done with the line, I killed them all, not just the men, the women and the children too. I hate them all. I'll be the most powerful Jedi ever. Whatever the fuck he says, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Such a horrible monologue.
He does overact. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's on both sides, but I do think I over the years I realized that we may be a little unfair to Hayden Christensen. A little too harsh on him. Also, do you think, by the way, those tombstones aren't there in the original movie, so that means Klieg immediately took them down.
He was
He's
like, yeah. Or Aunt Beru
Aunt
was
Beru.
like, listen, this isn't my fucking family. I'm letting you take the kid. We're raising this thing on our own. I don't want those gravestones in our front yard, Klieg.
It's already, the house is ugly as it is.
Yeah.
Also, someone did ask, yes, this was overrun by either ISIS or Al Qaeda at one point, like the actual filming.
Yeah, the set was for real, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good now, though. And I'm not going to confirm that. Like, I'm not saying go out there and see for yourself.
No, and I know Robbie 3PO bothers you a lot too.
It does bother me that Anakin Skywalker was the creator of C-3PO. So stupid. It makes
Also-
the entire Star Wars galaxy feel so small to me that like this all happened, and then and Darth Vader in the original trilogy is just standing next to 3PO, and he never goes, "Holy shit! How did that thing get here? I built that thing when I was 5." Even Darth Vader, the most like evil man in the galaxy, in that moment on Cloud City when he sees 3PO, would fucking turn to this stormtrooper next to him and be like, "Frankie, check this shit out. This stormtrooper I built when I was 4."
Yeah.
Frankie.
He just steals 3PO from Klieg and Owen and Beru. He's just like, nah, it's mine again. I built this shit. Just you're coming with me.
Top 10 Padme outfit. I feel like this white outfit is the number 1 Padme outfit.
Yeah, well, when it gets ripped later on, it shows a little more midriff,
Robert.
as they say.
Jeez.
I'm just
Rebel.
saying. Just saying. The people know what I'm talking about.
Where is? I want to find the answer on this. Why doesn't Uncle Owen recognize 3PO? What was the answer to this? There is an answer. 3PO droids were pretty common. It's quite possible that you just never imagined that of all 3PO droids, it was C-3PO. I can believe that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay that he's like, there's just no way that's C-3PO. The last time I saw him, he was like,
I mean, and he had changed by that point too.
Older.
I mean,
yeah,
he was just bronze the last time we saw him.
yeah.
Why
I
don't we
can
take a look at the chat, Jeffrey D'Lo, from the documentary Tiger's Jaw on Netflix or whatever that thing is. We know, Bob. Robbie is right. Yep, Robbie's right. Robbie is the smartest person on this stream. A lot of positive comments in my favor.
Okay, this is fair. That's good. I agree with you.
One of my favorite fun facts at Barstool is that Fran was like Padme for like 7 years in a row on Halloween.
Fran, big prequel fan.
Huge.
Yeah. And she's doing plug the stream we're doing on Tuesday. Tuesday?
Yeah, We're doing Tuesday. We're doing Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. Rhea whipped the votes for that. So we're going to do a Disney Channel original movie. Probably do another one again with them at some point. And then Thursday is going to be Inception with Marty and Fights. And Marty is going to take a quiz on Inception at the end. He's never seen it.
And then Friday, it's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
We're also, and I don't know when we're doing Revenge of the Sith, probably Sunday or Tuesday, but we are going to have another pairing. We're going to do is Roan and Ellie. They're gonna be on one next week as well. I think Large talking to PFT about maybe getting them to do some. So we're going to have boards again. We're going to be doing these for a while. So
somebody hit me with Robbie. You remind me of Gunray. The fuck, Newt Gunray?
That's unfortunate.
Newt himself. I don't want to, crash stock by sounding racist and saying something here, but I don't like the way Kaminoans, or not Kaminoans, Geonosians look.
They don't bother me.
They look like they've got mud on them at all times. Their texture.
They're
Fitting.
bugs.
Yeah.
They're bugs.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about them.
We get Brandon for one as well. Brandon, I'm trying to set up a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Brandon. A Sports Who Wants to Be a Millionaire live stream where I give him all the questions. You can do phone a friend. So we'll see. I got to try to figure out logistics on that. Revenge of the Sith will be Sunday or Tuesday. We just got to decide what day is easiest. And we might get to the MCU at some point. We'll see. Yeah, I asked Kevin. I love to have Kevin. Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot.
Clem, we got to do an Infinity War commentary at some point.
Yes.
We promised the people we got to do it.
I think in our wildest dreams when we said that, we're like, probably like a week of tough times. We're gonna have to fill some time and maybe we'll watch something. It's like, no, we have like 6 months.
Yeah, we got time.
I think Tyler, Mr. Withers, I want to do Harry Potter. He's never seen Harry Potter, and I would love to have Tyler watch Harry Potter, like one of the middle Harry Potters, just so he has no idea what's going on. So one of the greatest things I ever found out was after Withers went and saw Thor Ragnarok, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw Thor Ragnarok, loved it."
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what? Saw Ragnarok?
For
We had big
context,
cat.
he does not go to the movies ever
No.
for anything.
Loved it. Loved Black Panther. We're like, you going to see Infinity War? He goes, how long is it? We're like 2 hours, like 30 minutes. He goes, now, pass.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough look for me, especially with all you guys, but I've only seen like 3 of the Marvel movies.
Wow. We gotta get you to watch it.
Wow.
I had to get that out there. You guys are
Whew.
talking about it. I had
We gotta
to.
get you to watch
All
it.
right, you ripped the Band-Aid off. I appreciate it. I appreciate the
Hey.
honesty.
I haven't really seen many of like the one-offs. I've only seen like the big ones.
I bet you would like it, boss.
I've seen like Avengers 2,
You
Infinity War.
you should watch the Ant-Man movies because I know you're a Paul Rudd guy.
I've never seen Ant-Man. The Captain Americas I've never seen.
Bro, the Captain Americas are fucking
I
awesome.
saw Civil War. I didn't see the other ones.
That's
though.
one of the ones that I have seen.
Dude, watch
I like the
Winter
first
Soldier.
And of course Ragnarok is one of the only ones I've watched. I love Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Oh, God.
It's a goddamn
Ragnarok
delight.
Here you go, Clem.
around town.
Clem, this is it. Darth Jar Jar. He puts the wheels in motion.
Oh, there it is.
I love those guys who do this. That's
What a
like
celebration.
People going fucking bananas. They love it. They're like, here he is. This is the guy. We've been saying it forever. He's bringing change to the galaxy.
By the way, I just want to know, Palpatine looks significantly worse in this scene than he does in Revenge of the Sith at any point until he gets deformed. He looks
When
like
When he gets
Like-
deformed in that movie, there's some scenes where I'm like, oh. And not in a way where I'm like, oh, cool, he looks metal like fucking Palpatine. I'm like, oh, the makeup designers, what were they doing?
gross.
Yeah, I feel like we missed a scene of why Palpatine is so haggard right now.
He looks like really, really bad. Because then he doesn't in the next movie. He looks great up until he gets obviously lightning in his face.
Maybe he's got the corona.
He does. He has
Got the
Roni.
Rona. Yeah. So wait. I'm assuming we're an hour 35 in. I'm assuming we got to be going to the Coliseum soon.
It's coming.
Can you guys give me
Fairly soon.
just a quick briefing on why we're even at the Coliseum? Because I don't remember.
So Obi-Wan is now trapped there because he went to spy on Dooku. They know there's another Sith because Darth Maul in the last movie appeared, and the Sith have a rule of 2. So if there's one, there's got to be another, either a master or an apprentice. In this case, it's Darth Maul's master, who is Darth Sidious Palpatine. Obi-Wan, the whole movie's been looking for this guy who put the hit on the senator. They're trying to figure this out, that out.
So we tried to whack the senator.
Obi-Wan is now prisoner there. Anakin knows it. So Anakin is here to save Obi-Wan with Padme. Anakin didn't really want to come. Padme's like, he's your fucking friend. We're going to save him. You're coming with me. Your job is to protect me, and I'm going there. They're showing up here. All 3 of them get kidnapped, and then that's why we're at the Coliseum.
So are they put out in the Coliseum to get killed in front of the fans?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're gonna kill the good guys. Everyone watch
Yeah.
it. Enjoy. Okay.
This Anakin is not, I will say, in terms of things that don't totally sync well with the Clone Wars, Clone Wars Anakin would never not go save Obi-Wan.
True.
Right? Not
True.
again.
Now,
Not saying
that
it's
being
wrong.
said, maybe, the whole series takes place after this. So you could say maybe he
True.
grew.
Yeah,
I know it
and he
takes place
was
right after this, but
He starts getting laid a little bit, so that's fair. Again,
Someone
not
said-
like
someone said they should have had me write the new trilogy. I disagree. I think I would have fucked that shit up, bro.
too. I don't know. You're talking that. Well, we're mixed. Clem's a little indifferent. I don't love Rise of Skywalker. I love Force Awakens, and I like Last Jedi.
Have you watched the behind the scenes yet? Rise of
I've not.
Skywalker? You have to do that. Gotta do it. It's so good.
I need to. I will say my first quarantine work week, and we'll get back to the movie, sorry I should say this, got so fucked up because of all these people using Zoom for non-work purposes. And that makes me sound like such a grumpy person. But we filmed our Westworld breakdown on Monday morning, and it didn't process till a day ago. Or 2 days ago, processed on Friday, because everyone and their friend is doing Zoom happy hours. So my week got screwed. I get to watch what I wanted to watch. But anyway. Go
Fuck those guys,
face
am I
it.
right, Shifty?
I know. I feel like a boomer, Hollis. I feel like a boomer.
I was doing Google Hangouts with my friends on Google Meet yesterday.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was nice. Got to see everybody. It's kind of sad.
So this entire scene is CGI. They are on. This guy right here.
They're in
I'm
basically our green screen room.
I'm gonna pull up. Let me pull up a clip.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, is he just running around randomly and they just
Yeah.
fill it in under?
I give them so much credit for being able to do this because they are running around on nothing.
If we can find the behind the scenes and get it up, it really is hysterical. By the way, have you guys done group FaceTimes since this whole quarantine has started?
No, I haven't. That's why everyone's
Pretty-
A group face.
Pretty interesting. I did my first one yesterday with my whole family. It's like the
They're
people
floating.
are like bouncing around the whole time, and whoever talks
Yeah.
gets bigger. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Balls, maybe tomorrow you and me can do a group FaceTime where we'll call Jeff D. We'll call the whole young people squad, the kids
broke
table,
up.
if you
Group
will.
FaceTime with who, bro?
Huh?
Group FaceTime with who?
I said like the kids table, like all the
Yeah.
young guys.
I'm down for that. Let's do it. Smitty's not allowed.
No, of course not. He's a boomer.
No
What's
boomer.
the age cutoff on that, Robbie?
Yeah, it's probably like Jeff. How old are you?
I just turned 29.
29. You're safe then.
God, I'm trying to find a clip. I don't know why I can't.
This is like the Doors scene from Monsters Inc. There's just so much shit going on. Things being popped around.
Good call.
And R2D2 flies now. Another thing that is sort of breaks the originals, if you will, because it's like if R2 is fucking flying this whole time, like what's he doing in the original trilogy? He's not flying.
All right, so this is as good as I'm going to get with the Droid Factory because I want to get back to talking about the movie, but this is Natalie Portman doing the Droid Factory scene.
Oh my god.
I mean, she was just standing on nothing, and nothing would come down. She'd have to act out her going underneath it. Like, I give them so much credit. Not easy. There's a couple good Attack of the Clones behind the scenes stuff. The Puppets to Pixels is one of them. There's a few good behind the scenes. There's an entire thing on Dexter Jetster. Or no, I think that's part of Puppets to Pixels. Were you guys young enough to think that she died when they did the fake out here?
No.
Yes.
You were? You thought she died?
Oh, I'm the fucking idiot. I mean, she's a character, but it's like, you know.
I was like,
They
definite
got
plot
things
armor.
pretty
I was a
good
little 4-year-old Bob. Plot armor.
Glenn, does this
It
count
is a
as
good
action?
fake out, though.
What, Jeff D?
Does this count as action, Glenn?
It's just a little suspenseful, right? Oh, she's so dead.
I like how that's a practical shot, by the way. Her in that thing. Like, they actually built something for her to go into.
Yeah, big pot.
Gotta save her, Anakin. Oh,
I love that there's always a terminal for R2 to use his exact like plugin, no matter where they are.
Mhm.
Always.
Oh
that.
yeah, that thing is a multi-tool.
Yeah. I'm with you, Bob. Though I love R2. That's my guy. The fact he flies kind of like is a little. That's why
It's like he doesn't have to. He's R2. That's why he's lovable. He's a little guy rolls around.
I have to be fair because I didn't like him in Last Jedi when BB-8 just like takes down an entire like prison by himself, you know, and it's the same kind of thing.
Oh god, there's all these meat cleavers now. Oh no. Anakin, your lightsaber's broken, bro.
Droidicas.
Does anybody, by the way,
Oh, I
maybe in
love
the
these
chat-
guys.
wow, balls with the fucking pop of the night. Does anybody in the chat or maybe anybody in the group Skype right now know how to get audio out of a old Periscope? Like I have the tweet that we did the Periscope in. I did some interviews that I want to plug into a podcast tomorrow.
Let me think. I think I can. Yeah, hit me up after on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I should be able to.
These are cringe versions right here.
1 hour and 43 minutes in, we have arrived at the Coliseum.
Has Count Dooku done anything like actually like has he done anything like any offensive move yet?
He's the guy's pulling a night kick.
He tries to pull like a weird move where he tells Obi-Wan that a Sith is control of the Republic.
Yeah, but he
And,
didn't.
and he tells him his name is Darth Sidious, but that's like literally the only thing worthy of anything, worthy of talking about that he did. They give him a sick lightsaber too, the curled hilt,
Yep.
kind of proper. It's good stuff.
Giving it one more retweet here in the stretch run. Glenn, I'm going to send you the tweet. Oh, you already retweeted it.
Of course I did, Jeff D. You think I wouldn't retweet it? Come on, bro.
Glenn.
Come on, bro.
Glenn, this has truly been a delight. You were one of the last people I was imagining when Jeff was like, "We got a special guest."
I knew I was going to pull a surprise too. I'm like, I'm going to have him in the, because so for those who don't know, when we do this thing, I see everyone's screen at the bottom and I can pop them in the stream, but you only see them once you pop them in. So Glenny was sitting there waiting in the wings for like 2 minutes. Yeah, there we go.
Imagine the feeling of euphoria Jeff D. Lowe must have had in that time, knowing he had balls in his back pocket.
I'm sending clips to Devlin for our Instagram story, for the Barstool Instagram story. And I actually told him at like 4:00 today. I said, I already know the clip I'm going to send you tonight. I'm going to pop balls in the stream and no one's going to expect it. It's going to be electric. All right. So this is probably the best part of the movie. This is like,
Definitely the best part of the movie.
and I love this joke. I love I came here to save you. Good job. Like it's classic
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Perfect Star Wars humor. Yep.
That's fantastic. I love that. It just showed that Ewan McGregor was so good as Obi-Wan.
So good. And he'll be back, hopefully, as long as they don't mess that up. These all look like vaginas.
Wow.
Poggle the Lesser.
So this is Dooku's city.
No, not really.
They seem excited to see him.
Well, he's helping. They're building the droids for him
Okay.
on this planet. So they like him. He's given them the big bucks, I
This
assume.
is so exciting. I can't even. This is what I've been waiting for.
Did this movie come out before or after Gladiator?
After. Yeah,
Gladiator
George
was
saw that and he
2000?
was like, "It's sick.
I need
Cool.
this.
I'm doing it."
Oh, I remember this guy. Damn, he just took out the fucking security guard real quick.
Which of the three would you want to face the least out of those
Just
men?
right
the,
about that.
the fucking insect one.
Yeah, the one in the
That-
middle, I think I
That
want
thing
to face
is.
the most.
Ugh. That gives me the chills.
The one in the
The
middle,
biggest
that baby
spider
Yoda,
looking. No.
right?
The one with the horn you're talking about.
The one with the horn looks like light work.
Yeah, that's the one you want, I think.
It's like
Looks like-
slow and clumsy.
Fucking rhinoceros.
Bro, Jedi balls. You don't want to fuck with him.
The one in the middle, I could easily take. This guy, where am I taking this guy out? He's got sharp legs.
I had a toy of the Lightwork guy. I love that toy. Came with Anakin and the chain too. It was cool. So you could chain them up
God, he's
together.
So fucking fat.
He has the Alvin Kamara nose ring too, right in the middle. I never noticed that.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god, this thing's terrifying.
Oh, Bobby's getting shoved right now.
Yeah.
Let me grab this blanket for no reason whatsoever.
Look at this guy doing a little fist bump.
I'm trying to pull up the CGI of how this scene is shot, because it is very funny.
I mean, this spider is terrible in hand-eye coordination. Just fucking pull it off there. Jesus.
You would think that somebody up on that ledge at this point in the entire Coliseum segment, whether it be Dooku or whether it be even Jango Fett, an experienced hunter, would turn to one another and be like, all right, listen, I know we promised these crazy bug people that we would let them do the Coliseum thing, but this is becoming an issue. We should probably just end this.
Yeah, like once the first escape happens, you got to be like, all right, like we got to wrap this up.
This spider
Yeah.
is having a really tough time.
I love throwing that guy.
I mean, this guy stinks. Anakin's taking this guy to school.
I love the balls commentary.
That's just a big dumb idiot.
He just hits him in the face. Oh, hold on. I have the clip.
The force jump is one of my favorite, like, lower tier force powers. I love when they force jump.
Oh yeah. Oh. Do it. Nice kiss on the cheek there.
So is
Vagina. I don't know if vaginas work, but that's a broken vagina.
this tiger rat dead now? Ah,
Dude, that kiss on the cheek, imagine being Natalie Portman, a very respectable actress, and getting the direction from George Lucas, like, all right, in this intense moment when you jump onto the back of this space rhinoceros, like, all right, and then kiss him on the cheek, real quick. Just, you got to be quick about it, but just kiss him on the cheek.
Faster and more intense.
You got to get out of there, but kiss him on the cheek on the way out.
They did. They used the sound of the green creature in Clone Wars recently. Pretty cool moment. Again, very subtle. If you notice, you notice. If you don't, doesn't detract anything. Are you about to get the fire, Clem?
Yes.
What a line for him. So Samuel. L.
So this is a cool moment, right, where all the Jedi come out and all the lightsabers ignite, and it's 100 Jedi. A lot of people, myself included, have some issues with this scene, and it's not even an issue. It's more of just every time I watch this, I'm like, what could have been? Because I watch a movie like Endgame, where they did the Avengers Assemble, and the fucking like heart and emotion behind that was so crazy because we knew everybody. And then in this movie, it's more just like, well, you know, I don't know, lightsabers. And we didn't know who any of those people were. We only knew
They
Mace.
didn't know him, but then they get their ass kicked too. Like,
Yeah,
It's
that's
disappointing at
what
the
I
end of the
mean.
day.
That's what I mean. Where it's like, I wish the grand Jedi battle that we saw in the prequels was like a cool team up thing, but instead it was like a
For
bunch
sure.
of no name Jedi we never heard of.
Here is this
Oh,
being
look at the
filmed
saber.
right here.
That ghosty.
This is them all running at nothing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I think that's
their
me.
their direction was just to swing around, and they were like, "We'll animate everything around you."
There you go.
There
They
you
just
go.
all run, and they're just all fighting nothing.
There's nobody on the other side.
And there's a comment, low key, so many Jedi die. That's just a lot of them die. Yeah, I like this comment too. This is good. Random Jedi carrying extra sabers for Obi-Wan and Anakin.
yeah.
Like they were like, hey, you two, come here. You got to hold these. Why? You got to get these. Are you fucking kidding? You expect me to fight and find them? I love this comment. That's right. That's the guy's name. Coleman Trebor. Let me pull him up.
This is cool. Obi-Wan and Mace back to back.
you guys remember the Go-Gurts? That was that campaign that was going on back in the day with those, the lightsaber Go-Gurts.
Lightsaber Go-Gurts.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
had them because I don't like yogurt, but I remember thinking, like, for the first time in my life, like, man, I wish I liked yogurt.
Had to, just because of the marketing behind it.
That was
Back
a
to
subpar
back.
effort by that guy.
Agreed.
This Rhino still running around?
Oh, yeah.
Light work, Lenny. Light work. Only survivor.
Dude, no, this guy stinks. Look at him. Woo!
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah. They glow in the dark too. Now, is this the same thing or similar to in Mandalorian that's coming to beat his ass before Baby Yoda uses the
The
Force?
Mudhorn, it's not, but it does look very similar.
Boom!
Oh, dude.
That is very gruesome.
Oh, my.
Dude,
Best-
yeah.
best
Let
detail
me take
about
that.
that. The best detail is the shadow where you see the head fall out of the helmet.
That'll do it.
Glenn, did you think it was that brutal?
I thought it was like a stab. I don't remember it being the head, but yeah, that'll kill you real quick.
We do have an Easter egg coming up that I'm fine with, but it's
Oh,
one of
Kit
those moments.
Fisto smiles. GIF.
Oh, right.
Upper lip smile from Kit Fisto.
There's a cameo that comes up here. Glenn, he saw it. A cameo I'm okay with, but it's one of the ones when it happened in the movie. I was like, "Wait, what?" You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yeah.
a small Easter egg. We'll get to it.
They kind of called back to that line in Mandalorian.
They did. They made an aggressive. Yeah, right.
They made an aggressive negotiation joke.
Good for everyone here, just fucking them up.
I know it's got to feel so great to have that lightsaber to be like, oh, finally! Like it's
I'm
like
done with
being,
you,
it's like
man.
watching someone play a video game that you know how to beat, but it was him. You know, it's like I know how I could beat you. I need a lightsaber.
This is the worst part. This is one of the worst parts of the movie. Is just I'm beside myself. Like, there you go.
Hey, no shit.
Yeah, all-time trash.
Oh,
line.
this is such a drag. Yeah. Because he was getting dragged.
Oh,
A lot of these guys are gone right now.
Back to back, man.
but like, you don't need to do this. Like, you have cool scenes like this in Star Wars. You have it in Return of the Jedi. You even have it in like in the cell block shootout in the first movie. You don't need those, like, the interjections. Like, that's not. Oh, I hate complaining like that because I love these movies for what they are because I'm a fan. But that's where you see, like, if you compare them side by side and you really want to say why one is good and one isn't, like, it just isn't. It just doesn't work with these. It just doesn't. Because there is comic relief in like in the jail shootout in the first movie, where Han is like yelling about Leia and she's like roasting him back and forth. It can happen. You just got to do it the right way.
Jedi all-time bad plan. By the way, they were like they thought they were running up the clock when they all ignited their lightsabers, all badass. Almost all of the Jedi were like wiped out in this battle.
This is Jon Snow. Like Jon Snow had to be like the guy who led them in the battle. That was the worst strategy I've ever seen in my life.
That's another thing. This is the battle that wiped out so hundreds of Jedi. There's not like actual good action in it. It's an interest. The Colosseum escape is great action with the three of them, but once the 100 Jedi battle begins, there's not one memorable moment that a Jedi has other than Mace with the head cut off. But think about Endgame, right? Where it's like every character had their moment. Where you point to like anyone. Clint got his moment with Black Panther, where Black Panther like fucking said his name and said, "Give me the whatever." Everyone had their moment, and this is just like I don't know. It's CGI mess.
I like this, Joey. Maybe we may have to do this one day.
I'm down.
We need to do some conferences. I like that.
That would actually even like just like him in a Jedi robe just constantly going up to a presser to talk about the Jedi's faults.
We're on to Kashyyyk.
If he's like you would be like the Sean Spicer almost. You're like the guy to break the bad news.
I'm the Jedi press secretary.
Yes. Yeah.
This was the most successful Jedi attack of all time.
All the fans got out of that Coliseum real quick. Shit went awry. People talk about that now like it was Khabib and Conor.
You actually, Bob, what you said is actually a great point. Endgame now has raised the bar for all these franchises. Like, we are not going to accept anything. Like, it'll be almost impossible to match Endgame, but that is now the bar. You have to.
Well, it's like, look at the possibilities, you know?
Yeah.
When you can make us care about that many characters and give them all their moments in a 3-hour movie where you let the final battle basically take up the last hour of the movie. Like, fuck, this is Star Wars, man. You could have done it with this. The Star Wars had the same exact legacy that the Avengers had, if not more at this point.
Easter egg hasn't happened yet.
The fact that Star Wars, Thrones, and the Endgame all happened, they all ended in the same year, and Endgame's the only one that came close to like a satisfying ending for everyone is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, true.
They fucking gave it.
Here's the Easter egg. It's in the corner right now.
What a trash show. Today I was thinking to myself, should I just rewatch the last season? And I just decided against it. I can't bring myself to do it.
I can't believe you almost decided that. You hated the last season more than almost anyone I talked to.
No, I was just thinking about it just to give another shot. I literally couldn't do it. Like today, like I told you, I literally watched Battle of the Bastions and didn't look at it once in protest.
You took a silent protest and just for yourself.
That Death Star Easter egg, when you first saw it, you're like, yeah, it does show up later in more details. Maybe it's not an Easter egg. Maybe I oversold it. But still, my point remains that when I saw that, I was like, wait, the Death Star? Like, what?
Yeah, they get the plans here.
Like, what?
I always liked these ships, by the way. The ships that look like those little paper clips.
Yeah, these are very fun ships to play as.
They were the Razor
Great
Crest.
stuff.
The Razor Crest is partially based on them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Alex Damon, who we need to do something with him at some point, Robbie. But Star Wars Explained, he has a really good video. If you're really super Star Wars nerdy and you really want to go deep, Star Wars Explains, a great YouTube channel, but he breaks down which of the Trade Federation representatives own what droids. Like what droid go to, like who brings them to the table. It's one of those really stupid little things that no one needs to know, but is awesome if you're a big fan.
By the way, little thing, Dooku driving that tiny little motorcycle always looks silly to me.
It's like the Wicked Witch of the West flying the broom.
He looks like one of those assholes on one of those like it's like a cooler that you turn into a motorized thing.
He does that little like big wave too, where he's like,
yeah, stupid. Fucking get a car, Dooku.
Is GOT the most successful show that will have the least rewatches? Yes, by far.
Fuck, you might be right, huh? Although, like, I don't know.
I'm literally not
say
rewatching
like,
it.
You might be right, actually. Yeah, I don't know.
Poggle the Lesser. Look at this guy. Absolutely hoodwinked. Had no idea that he would never get to see that thing get built. What an idiot. He thinks, our weapon, we're good to go, right?
Cool.
Chance.
Build this for us. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be sick. Fucking nothing, no problems at all. We put a fucking exhaust port in the side for air. It's gonna be great.
Balls, what's your go-to deli order? If I'm going to my favorite deli, My Hero on Long Island, Chicken Club at the Works, Melted Mozzarella. Outside of that, that's Italian sandwich.
That actually looked good right there. I don't like this ship either. Not a fan of this ship. Goofy design.
mm-mm.
It's the color of piss. I've noticed that.
It is. Here he comes. His little bike.
Here he is on his fucking cooler, bike.
No, this is, by the way,
Like Christopher Lee's 80 years old. Like, get in a fucking regular ship, you old man. You're gonna get coronavirus.
The best non-Star Wars content is the Family Guy Star Wars. They're some of the funniest things I've ever seen. And when Stewie sees they're like, oh, we got to plug up the hole. We got to plug up the hole in the distance. Like, get estimates.
Yeah.
This actually, I like this. I like the way this was shot because it gives you like the POV, like you're in battle. It comes down and just like the dust is up
For
everywhere.
Boom.
Yeah, that
Cool
zoom.
zoom.
Somebody said, I love the zoom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Commander Fox was in that room.
Oh, right. Not a
My
good
guy.
dude. Not a good dude.
No, he turned bad. Yeah, towards the end. This dust is crazy. This was the one that was like super revolutionary. This was the first time that dust was ever animated like this in a movie.
It looks good too.
Oh, it looks so good. The shots of the lasers like flying through the dust and that Warzone types. Oh, real good stuff. Now some of this helicopter style green screen. Yikes. Wig on Obi there.
Yeah. Those bugs took his cues very well.
Yeah. It's got to be really hard to get away from people when you're in the desert.
Yes. I mean, at this point, lowering the ship does you nothing, Anakin. Like, you're so
bro.
far away.
Bro, what do you think you're gonna do?
It's crazy how Obi-Wan is just so like down with this the whole time. Like he knew this shit was going on. You know what I mean? But like he didn't.
Yeah.
He
By
didn't
the way-
rat on his bull.
They should. You know what they should really do? The special editions of the original trilogy are so shit on, right? What if they release special editions of the prequel trilogy where they just improve some of the green screen work?
Yeah. I would love if they cleaned some of this shit up.
Throw them on Disney Plus. You're telling me you wouldn't get so many subscribers from like the fucking new and improved prequels where you just literally clean some shit up. Now maybe you're saying like where do you stop and start with cleaning up the prequels? Can you just cut out scenes too at that point? But just clean up some green screen work. I was looking at that shot of Anakin and Obi-Wan where you will be expelled from the Jedi Order. And I saw like the green feathering around his hair. Come on, dude. Quigs will do a fucking better job.
What a douchebag.
So we still got some late night fights right now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We got some late night
Oh,
fights.
and you're getting the big one, the thing that people loves the most.
Yeah.
I love the redoing of the prequels. I think that's a really good idea. I don't think they'll do them, but I think they could really, like, they could use it.
And
Yeah.
also, we're in a weird place for Star Wars content right now. Like, right there's like a weird window of, hey, what are we gonna fucking do?
Yeah.
They were gonna release them all in 3D right before Disney bought them, and then they're like,
Did any
"Fuck
of
that."
you see Phantom Menace in 3D when they released it?
No, I didn't. I was like, no fucking way am I paying the money to see that. I own
I
it.
did. I did. I saw it, and I had. It's
If
not
they
that
did it now, I would. But I
It's
was a
not
kid then,
that
and I
I
couldn't
had,
convince someone to go with me.
I hadn't stopped liking Star Wars, but I hadn't been as big as I once was, and I went and saw it again in 3D, and then the spark went right back up again. And now we're
Yeah.
here. We're in this fucking room with just toys upon toys. Right away. Disney Plus is supposed to get episode 9 really soon, I believe.
Definitely, I saw some tweet that said like sooner than anticipated because of the corona and shit.
There's rumors that Disney Plus is getting something extra. No one just knows when.
Oh no, Obi.
Oh wait,
What a dive from Anakin.
that doesn't count as
Fucking-
sports.
Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs,
That's not a
shallow.
sports run, though.
shallow fucking blooper right over the second baseman's head, and
yeah.
in comes Anakin with the dive.
Double wielding.
Oh, duel.
This is cool right here. Unnecessary but cool.
Yeah. It's a, you know, they're like, we're the middle trilogy movie, so we're going to do the Bespin thing. I'm down with it. I think it looks dope.
Same.
The sparks flying off. It's a cool environment. This is a good fight. The 2-on-1 against Dooku. I like the 2-on-1.
Hey,
Big
how
time
easy
arm
though.
cut off.
It was Joe. Wait, Joe. You say how easy that
Oh
was?
no.
Dude, when he's just holding his arm like
Yeah, he
I
just okay. Go for it.
There goes that arm.
Oh shit.
Glenny, give me a balls rating on that fight.
It was like a 3.3.
Okay.
Is Yoda about to
fair.
drop the gloves too right now?
Yeah.
He is. It's a good way to put it.
Anakin just sounded like a dum-dum with one arm, not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what you think about the Yoda thing right now, when you saw it for the first time, it was pretty fucking cool. Except for me, because I was grounded and I knew it was going to happen. That kind of sucked. And actually, by the time I saw it, they had already put it in TV commercials, so I'd seen it on TV. Yeah, it was a bummer.
So I've been pretty vocal about I don't love Yoda using a lightsaber and being the pinball warrior that he is. I know people disagree with that. It's just a personal thing. I like him as a Grand Wizard. The coolest thing he does in this scene is the way he gets the lightsaber out of his robe.
Oh,
He uses
yeah.
the Force to fucking move it into his hand. And that I'm always like, oh, that's awesome. I like my Yoda in my head. I'm like, he doesn't fucking need a lightsaber, bro. He doesn't use a lightsaber. He told Luke, fucking, you know, try not to use that. Try not to get to that point. I like him as the Grand Wizard. That's just the best with the Force.
So, Bob, right now in this rule of 2, Emperor is number 1 and Dooku is 2.
Correct. Or like, but the Emperor is grooming, as they say in the pervert industry, Anakin to be his number 2. Dooku doesn't know it yet. Dooku is really just a pawn in the whole thing.
Damn, what a loser.
Bro, the way he takes that lightsaber out of the robe, come.
So, I mean, do you not like the scene when he fights Palpatine in 3? That's one of my favorite lightsaber fights.
We talked about this on I think we talked about it on a recent stream. I like that fight better than this one.
When he's
But I
putting
don't
the
know. There's
pods on him?
something about the way they like animated this one too, and this one's another one that's super brief. Where this one's going to be over in 30 seconds. There's something about the way they animated it where I'm like, you took Yoda doing a lightsaber fight, and there's not one memorable moment from the fight itself, other than like him taking the lightsaber out. You showed Yoda fighting, and you couldn't show us one thing that I could quote or remember. And I've seen this movie 1,000 times. He just flips around like it's like I don't know. It's one big motion blur.
He holds the big thing. This thing.
Yeah, and that was the whole fight.
Oh, and then Dooku's ship is a silly ship. I'll say that. That's the best way to describe it, with the big parachute and.
It's better than a bike.
Too, man.
I mean, I don't mind it, but it's a funny looking ship.
What a fucking loser, Dooku. You got 2 injured guys on Yoda here. You're gonna dip out.
All right, balls. What's that fight? Give it the balls rating.
Like a 2.6. Didn't do anything.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
the Yoda. Okay.
My top fights are episode 3. I love the one-on-one Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, of course.
That's some good stuff.
And I like when Yoda fights Palpatine. Palpatine's flinging the fucking pods at him.
Yeah, I like that one more because that one is also an awesome setting, having like an actual battle in that Senate room where they're fucking tossing that shit. I like that. And we talked about this on the stream the other day. The moment where the Emperor falls over his chair is laugh out loud slapstick comedy.
It is. It is.
Padme just making it so obvious here too, you know.
Oh my god.
She really
Is
is.
she kissing right there?
She was like, she gave him a big ol' hug.
The thing Nate just tweeted is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What?
It is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Of my popcorn?
Yes.
You already saw the popcorn bowl, though. How's it that funny?
I've never seen the popcorn bowl. That is
Bro, he showed it on this
camera.
stream. He showed it on this camera. We all looked at it.
I did. I wasn't paying attention then.
We had a moment, bro.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see it till now. Holy shit.
Did
You're
you
the
fall asleep on the stream ball?
king. You're the king, Jeff D. You're the king.
That is funny. Jeff, you look like you're at the end of what's the fucking movie that they kind of parody at the end of Deadpool in that post-credit scene where he's wearing the robe and he's like, "Get out of here." But you look like that Deadpool scene.
Yeah, the Ferris Bueller post credit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, this section of Coruscant is very cool. Because we'll ask Fran if she wants to do episode 3. Kenjack will be back as well, but this section of Coruscant I think was a little bit teased in Clone Wars this week. It's the the underworld type shit.
So at this point, like, if I was watching this in 2002, did people know this was Palpatine just from this? No, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people-
Yeah.
Oh,
The
you know
same
that?
actor. Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's just the bottom half of his fucking face. I don't know, Robbie. Jeez.
The whole movie's about it, though. The whole movie's about it.
I mean, it's one of the tough things about the prequels is that, like, if you know, and a lot of people do. By the way, where the fuck are all the chairs in the Jedi? I never understood that.
I think they
Clear it
remove
out.
maybe they lower into the ground. You know, there's like
Like once
platforms.
they
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you can't just lounge in a Jedi's chair. Like look the way I was sitting all night on this couch. You see the way my pillow kind of slumped?
Yeah.
You can't have fucking Anakin Skywalker, who's not a member of the Jedi Council, sitting in one of these chairs after hours, and then Ki Adamundi comes in. His pillow's all slouched, and he's like, was the fucking emo kid in my chair again?
I don't know. I like to imagine they just carry their chairs out after every meeting. They have to bring their chairs. It's the most inconvenient.
They all pick them up like they're in a conference meeting. Classic shot here, legendary.
March. Yep.
Good point right here. They don't need chairs. They all just died. Yeah. Okay. Here's the Imperial March. This is very cool. And then you
This
see
is good stuff. Yeah. This is
Jimmy Smits.
one of the cooler visuals.
Jimmy Smits, the only guy who's skeptical about this shit right here. He gives that look like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Look, he's looking at them. He's like, these guys might be fucking crazy.
I fucking love Jimmy Smith. What a great actor.
He is a great actor. Another shining part of the prequels. Another guy that is pretty much beloved across the board in the prequels. They brought it back for Rogue One.
Shows up red.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
That's good fan service in Rogue One. That's really good fan service in Rogue One.
Yeah, it makes sense. Bring him in. Yeah.
oh, I didn't catch that. How he kind of punches down like that. Huh.
Am I wearing an Obi? Actually, the way my robe is placed, I do look like it's a Jedi robe. Like the way like the shoulders are kind of raised. Yeah, Matt Santos from the The Office, The West Wing. Which, by the way, if you need a great drama to watch during quarantine, The West Wing. It's going off Netflix soon. It's going on Peacock.
or One Tree Hill on Hulu, which I will be going back to after this.
Nathan For You is on Hulu, and
Oh, I don't know if you saw. I put that in my blog. Like a few days ago, I started rewatching that.
good God,
So fucking funny.
who was the guy that
and
married
Padme
them?
just stuck in face.
That's a great question. Who married them?
That would be a funny video to do with Joey.
Large
Have him
impact.
just interview him as like, "Yep, I was the minister."
My bad, guys. Those are trash.
I got to think of the next one for Revenge of the Sith here next week. Next vid.
All right, Glenny Ball.
And
Yes.
even after a trash movie like that, the John Williams score that takes us to credits as it closes in. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It gets you hyped up. You're like, oh, I just watched a Star Wars movie. How great was that?
Glenny, give it the rating on the ball scale.
That was a 2.7. That was subpar.
All right. All right. I think that's kind of fair because I would put this somewhere in the 40s probably.
Yeah,
if I were to rank
I'm
that
an
100.
Uprise watcher, haven't watched in a while. I did not realize how little action there was in that movie. There was like 4 action scenes.
That's a lot of the issue with the previous movie as well, The Phantom Menace. If you want to rewatch that, really the only 2 action scenes you get are the pod racing scene and the final lightsaber battle, which are both good, make up for a lot of a lack of action. But yeah, people don't love that about the prequels.
Yeah, so I'll take a rain check on watching Phantom Menace.
All right, last thing. Do you want to know who married them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm pulling up his name. His name is Max Iron Aguilera.
Of course. How could I forget?
Any backstory? What's the
Hold on,
what's the word on here?
You got his Wikipedia?
This is one of those things that had. Oh, come on. Aguilarga. Hold on.
People are asking what time we're at. We're done. Sorry, my man. The movie just wrapped up. Credits are playing.
Okay, here we go. This is the guy who married Obi-Wan, Padme and Anakin. Max Iron Aguilarga. And his character,
What's that hat he's wearing, bro?
He's the Pope of Naboo.
he was the Pontifex of the Brotherhood of Cognizance, an arcane religious order of approximately 20 members that resided in Naboo.
dude, I'm going to Star Wars Celebration and cosplay as that motherfucker one year.
That would be amazing.
The only one.
Everyone's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "Who am I? You're not as big a fucking fan as I am."
That's fucking Rick McConnell.
Obviously, I'm all iron.
Thanks, guys. We got another one. Rhea, Fran, Robbie, you're back. We'll get obviously Clem, Joey, balls if you want. We're gonna do Revenge of the Sith, big finish there next week. I don't know when. We're gonna figure it out. Thursday we have.
I'm really excited for that because that one has some parts that I really unironically love.
Yes, very pumped. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you, Jeff D.
We're through the worst of them, guys. We're through the worst of them. We're not doing one of these for solo.
Through the bad ones. Everyone stay safe. Wash your fucking hands. Please subscribe. That's all we ask. Just hit the subscribe button for Lights Camera Barstool YouTube page. Hit the like button, whatever. But subscribe. That's the most important thing. Thanks again. We'll see you on Tuesday for Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off on Disney+. Good night, everybody.
All right, guys.